Yeah, right.
and myself and
Well, I leave
everyone
out
else.
stuff if it's not important to my character,
Yeah, that's true. That's a
like
good
on
point.
purpose. But like then I forget things that are important. So, you know,
In any case,
I
welcome
do
back,
have.
everybody, to Roll
Sorry,
for It: The Fallen Empire, episode number 15. I forgot to change the board in the picture real quick, so I'm just gonna stall while I do that. But while I'm
Ooh,
doing that,
since you're stalling,
oh
can
no,
I ask you a
there's
quick
not. I'm
question?
done already. What? What's up?
Oh, so in my notes, it literally says pray to Gardek next episode, but I wasn't here for the next episode. Could we retcon in that I did, or no?
That you're praying to?
Gardek, the aboleth in the far realm.
Oh, gotcha.
He was my homie.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Okay, all right, I'll try.
I'm just gonna slide people
No
onto their appropriate
conspiration.
spots while we're doing this. But yeah, so basically the recap so far is the group of trusty adventurers that we have here. Um, they started off 15 weeks ago, plus or minus, being summoned to a keep of Lord Jarek Merwell, where they were told bunch of crap, basically, a bunch of shit talking, and then they were asked to go on a mission to, clear out some mines of some kobolds or something like that. And, well, I mean, I know, but, they don't, so being a little bit nondescript about some of the info. Anyway, they were hired to clear out a mine with a bunch of kobolds in it because the previous adventurer had died trying to do it. While they were sleeping, though, Jarek and Merwell used that as a ruse to...
Are we going right from the beginning?
Really quickly. To basically get them to do his bidding. And he actually wanted them to be sacrificed to some sort of evil deity. They broke their chains, they escaped, they collected Renya, a woman that was being held there against her will. They escaped the town, they went outside of town. Two party members died in a horrific dragon accident, for lack of a better word, because I mean it was kind of an accident and there was dragons involved, so yeah, that works. Let's see, right after that, two of them died. That was terrible. They went to another town, and that's where they found the two that had died and respawned as new characters, as you do in D&D. That's the two on the far right if you're looking at the screen. Aside from that, they then fucked around with the... Oh, wait. Before the Deck of Many Things, they went into the sewers to clear out, some evil cultists or whatever. They did all that. They found a Deck of Many Things. They played with the Deck of Many Things. They all pulled cards from the deck. It was awesome. One of them had their soul ripped out of their body and held in a phylactery somewhere in the far realm. That was a Lauren. But that was right after he had pulled a card that gave him a... sturdy adventuring partner in the form of a level 4 fighter. They then went to an old keep that turned out to be the former home of one of their party mates who is not actually here tonight, Kel. They got a little bit of backstory about that. They went into the bedroom, found an orb, transported them into the far realm. When they were there, they met Gerdak, a really nice aboleth. After hanging out with Gerdak and getting some free loots and stuff for killing the Beholder, which was completely optional information. Oh yeah, and there was door. There was an enchanted door that they bonded with. So after talking to Gerdak, they all bounced from the far realm, stepped outside. On their way towards this keep, though, Jandar may have slept with a half-elf named Erica, and... basically, she got pregnant. So when they came back from the far realm, time had passed. It was 6.5 hours for them, but it was 6.5 months for everybody else. So a very pregnant half-elf greeted them as they left the far realm. Now, with her in tow, they have headed back towards the city that Rylus and Jandar are from, which is Visgate. And on their way back, they stopped by a old towny hut where there was a racist farmer that had hired them to go kill some furbolgs that had been pestering his land. And after murdering children, they found out that they were actually the implements of an evildoer. So they went back there, and he was gone. his father in the sarcophagus below the house was gone, and that's where we left off.
Kel had turned into a dog, which was trying to sniff out the furblogs
Right.
as we navigated the trees.
Right. I forgot about that. You guys were heading into the forest to try and find the furbolgs, and yeah, so Kel is currently in a bloodhound form as you guys have been following him for about an hour and a half in the rain, getting a little impatient, and yeah, so commence game.
Nice. Thank you.
What do we roll for looking for furblogs?
No, we ended at a cliffhanger.
Oh,
Did
We
you?
did?
Yeah, we ended right when we went to the original place and we saw the furblogs in the distance with some mounds of dirt.
Oh, right.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
Jesus.
I gotta go to the other map then.
And I don't see a map. I see the theater of mind.
Yeah, I know.
Me too.
I'm switching
Okay.
to see if I can find. We're gonna be using the old map with old tokens, so because
That's
I
fine.
did not do it beforehand, so it's fine. So copy Aloran over to the Furbolg Forest, paste him. Aloran's the only one that gets an actual new token.
Motherfucker.
Whatever, it's the page that I forgot to do. Anyway, so where the two red X's are is actually the two new mounds.
Damn,
but-
they buried him where he died.
Yep. They're very tribal. So yeah, having been led to this by a bloodhound version of Kel and you guys all searching, pick up with you guys entering from the north here, and what do you guys want to do?
Go talk to him.
I want to cast lightning.
Peacefully.
Alright, roll for it.
Oh god. Well, let's go say hi. Let's see how they're doing.
Mhm.
Hello and well met, friends. Do you remember us?
As you walk up, you can see a collection of furbolgs, very large, kind of hulking creatures, covered in hair, very much humanoid, kind of all standing around and praying around these two mounds. The largest one kind of turns around and walks a couple feet towards you and goes, "What do you want?"
To say hello and pay our respects. I'm assuming this is a funeral of sorts.
No, the funeral was about 6 months or so back.
Oh,
We just come back every once in a while to, update the children on what's gone on in the lives of, their friends and family.
ah,
That's super sad. Listen, there's this cut down tree here. Are you guys using that, or is there any kind of significance to it? I wanted to make you a gift.
Well, that's where we eat.
Okay, that's okay. Can I carve a little thingy into it? Just a little one.
Make a persuasion check.
Let's see. Persuasion.
He goes,
I'm being super non-assuming, apparently.
okay, just don't hurt it.
No. It's just a table, right? Just a table.
Just a
I'm going to use my glyph of warding. So I'm setting up camp here. I'm going to carve a little rune into it and sync it up to a level 4 cure wounds spell.
Okay.
And while I'm carving it, I'm letting them know that this is specific to furblogs and only furbolgs. Bolg? Furbolgs. Specifically to them, that if anybody gets hurt, like really, really hurt, you can bring them to this tree and just say, "I'm hurt," and the tree will fix you.
Okay.
Okay?
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's kind of a we're really sorry for jumping the gun before and being awful people. But at the same time, I think we wanted to offer you a whole farm. Take it over royal family.
You got it. Yes, as he was saying, if you are interested, we have a farm for you that you can run. And that all you need to do is you can feed your own family first, but then the rest would be working toward the farm, the whole general manor, so to speak. And you will be protected.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, Jandar.
Feels bad.
Okay. So the lead furbolg kind of looks at you and like narrows his eyes a little bit, and then crosses his arms in front of his chest and goes, "It's a pretty good deal. If it wasn't already our farm, stolen from us by the lord of the nearby town and given to his lackey."
Well,
we aren't.
Sorry, go ahead, brother.
We aren't sure exactly what happened, but again, we want to make right to this. That is why the whole farm will be yours.
Like legally. With paper
the
and stuff.
deed we found on him was not from our family, and we are the ones who manage the land around these parts, and we would like to get it back in the proper hands, which we now know to be yours.
The deed had a Marivaldi signature on it. Can you prove that that's not right?
Yes. The Marivaldi are very fine with their words and very accurate in their writing. That was nothing of the sort. That was clearly a forgery.
Make a deception check.
A deception check? There was literally misspelling of words!
Yes, but the signature was your father's.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He goes, "Oh, okay, well..." And we'd have protection?
Well,
Yes.
besides the tree, you'd fall under his domain,
Yes.
and he's therefore legally obliged to protect you.
Okay.
But he would want to, too.
Oh, very much so.
I'd make you roll persuasion, but I'm gonna go off your other one anyway. Gabriel.
Thank you.
Plus, I know it's gonna only be higher anyways, so fuck it. The Frobolg just kind of looks back at a more slender Furbolg, and it just nods, and then he looks back at you and goes, "Okay, so if we take over the farm, it's ours again. You're gonna give us the paperwork to prove it?"
Yes.
I have blank paper on me now. Do you guys want to just take a minute?
Well, we should probably not do it in the rain. That wouldn't look very official, now would it?
Fair. You could stand under Lauren.
What?
He
Oh,
can make
yeah.
the rain go away.
Oh. It's been
He's
so
also
long since he's been
muted.
with us.
He's very quiet today.
Hey! Is it raining? I can't hear any rain.
It is.
Yeah, it's raining.
It should be playing
I-
through yours. Maybe you
I can't hear it either.
I
I hear it.
I hear it.
check
I
your
have
sound
mine up
settings. It should be working.
Recorders. So.
Also, maybe just reload Roll20.
Yeah, possibly.
I have that rolling all the time, by the way, because I don't like getting rain on me.
Okay, I'm gonna try stopping and then replaying the music anyway. So
Ooh. Side question
guys.
for fellow adventurers. Can we have a quick powwow?
Here's that, by the way. It's
Quick.
a 20-foot radius around me.
it
Quick-
stops
quick
rating in
powwow.
that radius.
Yes, Rylus? Oh, walk
Tour
back.
Team 6. Has anybody cleaned the house of the Furbolg's skins in that other room? We
Hey.
should
I think
probably.
they've been through the house if they've been here for this long.
We don't
haven't-
know that.
We
It's
haven't
still
asked.
covered in blood, though.
We
It
should
kind of smelled foul.
Yeah.
probably make an effort to clean it up for them.
Agreed. I could throw some gusts down there and get the smell out.
I'll
So,
be here for an hour making this glyph if you guys wanted to do that.
all
I
right,
can
very well.
definitely.
I know your rule. You know, the one about not splitting the party. Your family rule.
Oh, that's rule number
Desco
one.
will
actually.
stay with you.
Yeah, that's rule number 1.
Rule number one.
And since we are a team, I figure a lot of your rules extend to this family. So I know you have.
Consider you family now as well.
I'll be here for a bit if you guys wanted to do that.
Well, what I was thinking is they can break down the house and do whatever they want and actually take it back over to the keep and do it outside of the keep.
You can leave it up to them. Maybe they want the house, and we can just clean it.
That's true.
We do need
Brother-
someone to run the
brother.
keep, but shouldn't we put some military people in a keep?
No, they're going to be outside of it. You know how
yeah, that's true.
you have the
Yeah.
manor and then you have the houses around it.
That's true. That is very true.
Brother, don't
Perhaps
you
we
have the
should,
ability to summon a servant who can do this cleaning for us?
You are
No.
correct. I was going to say
I'm not one for cleaning myself,
that.
but
Me neither. No.
Perhaps you should give them the land surrounding as well, so they can bring their brethren in.
Just
I'd feel
a
more at home.
just a point of reference. The keep that you're referring to, would that be the
like a
Brighton
day, it's like a day and a half
Yeah.
away.
Right.
keep? Yeah,
Keep.
that's like 2 days northwest.
That's
You guys are
pretty- it's pretty
closer
far
to
away.
Visgate. You guys are just like half a day outside of Visgate.
I mean, we might
If
as
they
well.
Anyway, if it factors into your planning at all.
I just want the keep to have a constant supply of food, and if they're by the keep, constant supply of food, at least, quote
They're
unquote.
closer to Visgate than the keep by a lot.
They may not want to. Maybe there are more around that we could ask to see if they wanted to help out around your new keep.
Our new keep, brother. Our new keep.
All of ours, and I point to everybody as well because they all have rooms.
Did they do actually?
You hear a slight whimpering of the Kel dog next to your leg.
You get your room too, and I pat him on his head.
He stops whimpering.
Very well. Shall we let them know that if there are more around, we could use their help as well at that area?
Yes, definitely. Rylus, I think you should talk to him. You have a subtle way with these creatures.
Because I'm dumb, isn't it?
No,
Very
no,
well.
not at all, Rylus.
So I'm gonna walk back out away from
Okay.
our powwow. So are there lots of you around here? Because we also have a little bit of land that could use some help in farming. It would have protection of a keep beside it as well, if you ever needed to go somewhere for safety. Do you have relatives who need somewhere to go as well?
Well, we used to, but after the incident some time back, when 2 of ours were so cruelly taken from us by the gods, and that one guy, they all kind of left, and it's kind of scattered, so now it's just us. You
Very
can see
well.
there's maybe like 6 furbolgs around you guys, or
if-
maybe 7 or 8.
If you ever come across any family who are coming on hard times, please let them know that the Lord of Visgate has a proposition for them that involves land that they can work and a place of shelter.
Okay, I will.
And as for you, would you like to keep the home that you have now, or would you like to rebuild something new, perhaps?
No, we built it when we first opened up here, so we'd probably very
Very
much
well.
like to keep it.
Well,
Very well.
Was there always like a basement to it?
No? Why?
There isn't one now, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Make a deception check.
Oh,
Damn, I was praying for a natural one.
dude.
Either way, it's still not good. He just kind of looks at Lauren, like, staring into your soul, and goes, "Why?" to the rest of you.
The previous tenant made a food cellar.
Make a deception check.
Yikes.
Okay. He goes, "Is there any food left?"
No, I believe they took it all. We would like to clean the house for you before you go into it. It is in a bit of a sorry state. The previous occupants were not willing to leave without a bit of a hassle, if I do say so.
Okay. Well, it'll take me a couple hours to get everybody moving anyway.
Very well. That works for us.
Okay.
Right, team? Yes.
Sure.
Okay. We'll see you guys there in a couple hours, I guess.
Can
Cleaning
you
montage.
Can you show us the quickest way there? We kind of spent a lot of time.
Leave Keldog with me, so that I can find you guys after I'm done with the tree.
Oh, it's not that hard. You just gotta walk like 2,123 steps that direction. You'll be there.
All right, Rain Man.
Can I commit that to memory?
Do you have something that allows you to commit it to memory?
I'd like to look in that direction and see if there's any landmarks on the ground. Or I'll draw a line in the dirt
There you go.
with my finger.
Okay. That works.
Analog style.
There you go.
All right. Well,
I was gonna say, did you take Keen Mind or something?
No.
Keen Mind's
Oh
so good.
man,
cool.
that would drive you nuts, wouldn't it?
It's so broken, and it would, yeah. I'm glad nobody took it yet.
I guess we will go back and clean it up then.
Yep, I'm gonna head back.
Okay,
That's
see you
gonna-
later. Is Kel staying with Gabriel?
Is he?
Really good question. Is he?
Uh,
I asked him. It's up to him.
As long as he doesn't turn back into a human, we'll be okay.
oh yeah, he's definitely not turning back into a human. And yeah, he'll stay.
Cool.
Okay. So, switch to the other scene because we don't have a map for this anyhow. You guys start traveling due east. 2,123 steps later, you find yourselves at the edge of the farm. You can see the little farm and the little hut off to the side of it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Suss the place out. See how much work is required.
Okay.
Go into that back room. See if there's still like a massive pile of furbolg skins, and
Make a
probably
perception check.
come up with a really, really shitty idea of how to get rid of them if there is. Oh!
There
gotta see the
there is a lot of blood like in the main room, and it kind of seeping into each crack in the wood, and it smells something fierce in here,
Does
like
anyone know prestidigitation?
terribleness. In the back room, there are 8 skinned furbolg corpses, 2 of them being children. And you can see 1 smaller and 1 larger furbolg corpses that are half-skinned.
Well, we should probably deal with these corpses.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can anyone make a fire really quickly? We just take them out back. I don't know.
Doesn't Kel usually do that?
Yeah. Shit.
I'm gonna use unseen servant to start cleaning.
Okay.
I guess I will drag the corpses behind the house.
I'm gonna command Thesco to start helping the servant.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll drag bodies.
All right, we have 2 servants now. Hell.
Hey! Does anyone have any ale?
Yeah. So I'll drag the corpses out the back.
Okay.
I guess.
Or wine?
So it takes you guys like 10, 15 minutes, but you manage to drag all 10 of the corpses out to the back. What are you doing with the furbolg skins from the skinned corpses?
I'll probably take them with me as well.
Okay. So you've got 8 furbolg corpses, 2 of them being children, 8 furbolg pelts, and then 1 child and 1 female furbolg halfway through skinning.
Oh,
You
just
take them
wanna
out back, throw them all onto a pile.
guess I'm gonna try to light a fire.
Okay.
Is it raining? Like
It
really hard?
is. No, it's light rain, but
Can I get your help over here, Lauren?
Yeah.
I need some not wet.
I'm gonna walk over and help him. Just by
Okay.
standing there and shaking my head.
I'm gonna try to light a fire, I guess. Well, before I do that, I look around. Does anyone have a better idea? I'm just gonna burn them.
I'll assist him in lighting a fire.
You know,
Jesus
they're
Christ!
probably gonna know.
I'm gonna need another beer real quick.
their own Flesh. Just saying.
Well, I don't know what else to do. Really?
Or you could dig a grave, I guess.
Yeah, we could do that too. They looked like they buried their dead, so we might as well do that.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna dig 8 graves.
okay.
2 of them small.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna be doing for the next fucking 2 hours.
It's
Yeah.
only going to take you about an hour if you're having
Okay.
Jin help you.
The next
No.
hour. Jesus. This just got real grim.
Yeah. So while Jin and Rylus are digging graves, Alorna, are you just standing nearby to make sure it doesn't rain on them, or what are you doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then Jandar,
Still
what are
face
you doing?
palming.
Okay.
I'm just watching. I'm commanding my unserious servant to, I'm managing the servant in the house after they figured out what they're doing with the graves.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh god.
Couldn't be worse than your brother.
You sure?
Somehow it is. No, his was a natural
I
one.
rolled
So
that one. I still got better.
okay.
Sometimes it just goes right by both of us.
Yeah. Okay. So you're doing that. Gabriel, an hour passes and your glyph is finished casting.
Okay.
You
Is
look
this the
over-
tree that got lightning down, or this isn't?
This is a tree that was struck by lightning. Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming I notched out and it looks different enough for them to be able to see it.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a slight kind of groove that you've got going on. You point out to them, what the symbol is and how to use it and whatnot. So
Okay. I'm gonna walk 2,300 steps in the direction of the line I drew in the sand.
okay, you do that.
Come on, Cal.
He follows. You arrive at the outskirts of the farm to see 3 of your party mates about 40 feet out the back door.
I'll go over there.
They seem to be digging.
So cleaning up the house was a good idea, I see.
You might say that. Are we like putting them in the graves as he comes up, just like throwing skinned bodies into holes?
As he comes up, no, you'd still be digging the last couple of graves.
Do you know anything that can help speed this up?
Yeah, let me look at my repertoire.
How about cleaning spells? I don't do magic. Is that a thing?
That is a thing. It's not a bard thing. It's more of a cleric thing. I can use this though. It's a cantrip, so I can just I can help you dig, just not with my own
Pat
hands.
everyone on the
That's
back.
yucky. So I'm using mage hand to just.
Okay. So your mage hand is acting like a backhoe and just digging more grave.
Yep.
That speeds it up a little bit. Roughly 15-20 minutes later, the graves are all dug. You guys start putting the skinned bodies with their skins into the...
Skins first.
Can you
Okay.
match
Like
the
lying on
skins
the-
to the corpses?
You can try.
I don't think I'm smart enough for that.
Make a medicine check.
let-
We'll see.
Okay, wait. Let me do this. I got a good eye. I think I got a good
Okay.
eye. Wait, is that investigation?
Medicine.
Medicine. It turns out I'm not that great at this. Guys, does anybody have a good any background in medicine?
I just like, it looks like this one and that one, and I just kind of start putting them down.
Yeah, but I think this one looks like that one.
Well,
He's
that one
pointing.
still has
He's,
half the skin.
he's pointing at the skins of a very large furbolg and a very small childlike skinned body.
Yeah, but isn't that like one full for the kid? Or
I
Aye,
we
but this one goes with that one. You
can we
both are
just put them in
stupid.
the holes?
I'm just gonna start
please?
putting them in holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
at the sign that my party mate is just dragging bodies into the graves, I'm just gonna give up and use my
Okay.
mage hand to help.
Roughly half an hour later, you guys have put all the furbolg corpses and skins into the graves and buried them all, and you've now got 10 freshly filled in graves out back of the house.
I was gonna. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead, man.
Did the Furbolgs see us do this?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I was gonna say I would like to make them not like mounds.
Yeah, I was gonna
Kinda
know. I would. That's leading up to can we hide these graves?
Yeah.
Well, I will say with
Like, not
Gabriel's
obvious graves.
with Gabriel's perception check, you look around and you do not see any furbolgs.
Oh, thank Christ.
They
Yeah,
said a
let's just
couple
fill
hours.
these in
It's
right
only
now.
been like
Right
an hour
now.
and a half at this point, so.
I kind of want to. Can I use survival to make it look just as if nothing had happened here? Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
Sure.
let's plane it flat. And Kel, can you grow stuff?
Just make your roll with advantage because Gabriel's helping.
Uh,
Fucking
Okay. So
um,
you're going to like smooth out these graves and whatnot, and as you're doing that, you think you got it pretty well set, and then Gabriel just uses Mage Hand and just like smooths it over a little bit more and pats it all down so it looks nice and flush, and you realize that what looked like flush was just weird because the angle that you were standing on made it kind of look like it was flush, but when you looked at it from another angle, it was actually like a mound that had somehow grown larger in the time that you were smoothing. But you get it all squared away with Gabriel's help.
Can
Um,
we get Kel to make stuff grow on top of it?
yeah, can he hide this?
He
It's not-
Druidcraft?
he casts Druidcraft, and a bunch of grass starts to spurt up out of the ground. over
Couple
the
of
graves.
flowers, maybe.
Perfect.
Each grave gets one flower.
Nice.
What about some onions? You love onions.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to come back, forget, and then eat onions that grew into graves.
That's
he
true.
He just kind of looks at you and goes, "No,
Let's
On-
wait until we get a
onions
farm
are-
going.
onions are tasty, and this was something bad. I'm gonna go in the house now." And he just turns and walks away.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Kel into the fucking house.
Okay.
Um,
What have I been doing in the house?
Cleaning. And actually supervising. You're sitting on a chair with your feet up on the on the table as your unseen servant is just gliding across the room, like cleaning all sorts of different things.
Fesco was in there too, under his supervision.
Okay.
I'll use a rag and a mage hand and help out.
Okay.
I'm
has
not touching it.
anybody?
As you guys enter, you guys notice that this like main room is like really clean. It's like this unseen servant's done a really good job at cleaning, but not such a good job at getting rid of the smell. And upon inspection, you go to the back room and it is just still caked with blood and smells of death, as Jandar has spent most of his time in the front room. But the front room
I
looks
don't
great.
know how to fix this room. Can
Has
we just carve
anybody
a hole in the
been
roof? Or...
downstairs at all? And
Why don't you?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sarcophagus was busted open.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go down into the pit and
Okay.
assess the situation.
Make
I'm gonna start clearing all the furniture out.
Make a dexterity saving throw as you're climbing down.
Like get all the furniture in the main room that
Right,
was
it's
clean.
slippery, isn't it?
and broken.
Talk to the stats.
1 sec, bub. Okay.
Okay.
You get about 3 rungs down before you hear the crack of wood snapping.
Oh shit! I forgot. Watch
then
out for the ladder.
You fall down the rest of the ladder, which now at this point is missing like its bottom like 7 rungs out of it. But you land on your feet and you're like, oh, that was almost really bad. And then you look around and notice that there's a little fair amount of blood on the ground and stuff, and footprints from when you guys had tracked in before. It's not great down here either.
And there's like obviously like a sarcophagus as well.
Yes, and it is.
Is it like stone made? Could I like take it apart and build shelves out of it?
It is stone
Is that
made.
possible?
It is stone made, but you
Yeah.
can try. Yeah, for sure.
I would like to do that.
What
Turn
kind of
this fucking
check
sarcophagus
would you have to make for
into a
that?
shelf. I have a proficiency in like a trade, I think now because of my fighter level, but I haven't picked one. Can I make it
Sure.
stonework?
Sure, you can. Make a stoneworking check.
I'm
Uh,
just gonna roll a d20.
It's Dex plus proficiency.
Okay. Jesus Christ, this is such a gong show. So
So
26.
Okay. It's gonna take you a while. So while you're clanging and banging around downstairs, what does everybody else want to do?
I'm gonna try to clean the blood room.
Okay.
I'm
do
gonna
you have any
unseen servant thing.
particular kind of method that you want to try and clean, or
Was there like a well or anything?
make a history check. When you guys were digging graves, you remember seeing a well about 30 feet away from the graves.
Alright. I'm gonna see if I can find a bucket and go to the well.
Okay. Make a perception check. Okay. You find a bucket in a small room that is like conjoined with the blood room. You go in and you grab the bucket, and then you take it out back. You do have to dump some of the refuse out of the bucket once you're outside, as you have grabbed the chamber pot, but it'll do the trick. You go
Okay.
to the well, you fill it full of water, bring it back in.
Find a rag and start scrubbing.
Okay. Gabriel, Lauren, Thesco, and Jandar. What do you guys want to do?
I'll help with the blood room. I still feel bad.
Okay.
gonna-
I'm not touching it though.
I'm gonna move the chair so I can see into the blood room, so I can just command the servant from right there.
Okay. And then Lauren and
And-
Thesco.
Thesco is helping with the blood room.
Okay.
And then Lauren is. I want to, in the clean room, whatever furniture was like scattered throughout the room, I want to get it pushed against the walls.
Okay.
But like respectively to where it was, not just like all shove it in one corner or anything.
Right. Gotcha.
Not,
Okay.
not yet, at least.
So blood room guys, each just roll a d20 for me. Including Thesco, since he's helping.
Oh man, my mouse just glitched the fuck out.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yikes.
It takes you guys a fair amount of time, but roughly 45, 50 minutes later, you guys look around the room, feel pretty satisfied with the amount of cleaning that you guys have done. Just as Rylus, you finish downstairs, you have turned the stone sarcophagus into some really elaborate looking stone shelving units
Hells yeah.
against the left and right walls.
Didn't that dude like hand make that
Yep.
casket for his? That's fantastic.
Yes,
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and in an hour, Rylus was like, nope.
Shelves.
So I have a
Yeah.
question for you.
Sure.
Since the last 7 rungs of the ladder are broken,
Mhm.
how am I getting out of the hole?
I was literally about to ask you the exact same thing.
Shit. Is it jumpable to the next one?
I mean, you could just grab it with
Probably.
your hands and try and pull yourself up.
Oh,
It's not that high up.
okay. It's not that high. I thought it was like up. I will ask for some rope. Hello.
Oh, here I can do you
Um,
one better. I use minor
I'm kind of
illusion to add a rung on the bottom,
Okay.
like a midway one, and then it's minor illusion though.
Oh, I
Yeah.
definitely just was like, oh hell yeah, and just try to climb up.
Yeah, your foot passes through it.
No.
Yeah, I don't have any rope.
um,
Sorry, I walk away.
Okay. I'll try to climb up then from from that bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go help Brylis if I can reach a hand down to like lift him up.
Make a dexterity check with as much disadvantage as you could possibly get, which is just once, but still. I wish I could have like 17 disadvantages with that. Okay. Yeah, you reach up and you climb and snap. The one bottom rung now is broken.
Does anybody have any rope? I'm kind of stuck.
How long
Like,
is the
how-
trip between here and Visgate?
Half a day.
Half a day? Are we gonna go for a sleep after that? Are we resting
Question.
on the way to Visgate?
Question.
Kel just kind
Yes,
of walks up and goes, "Hold on, I got this." Just walks over to the edge and. What was I gonna?
Kel, you're
yeah,
helping.
never-
You're helping.
I got this. I
Can you
got
fall
this.
asleep, Kel?
And he puts his hand on the top of the ladder, and you can see a bunch of like roots and stuff start spreading all the way down the
Hell yeah.
ladder as he casts Entangle on the ladder. He's like, "Okay, just be careful climbing up."
I climb up very carefully.
I'm gonna go to the
do that.
wagon. I think we got this.
How does this smell?
You could
It's
just blame it on the previous occupant.
I have something for it.
it's not as bad as it was. Getting rid of the blood and the bodies definitely helped, but given that
Okay.
it's kind of like a wood
I'm gonna
building,
open up all
it's
the
kind of
doors and
soaked up.
windows.
Okay.
After putting up all the things, I'm gonna open up all the doors and windows, and then
Okay.
go into the main room,
Sure.
and then I'm gonna cast Gust.
All right.
Can I would like to say that Riley sticks his head up right as you cast Gust, so he just gets like full face of like as soon as he sticks his head out of the hole.
Yeah. Make a strength save.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm actually gonna pick him because it made the most sense now.
Nice.
Oh.
You just hold on to the ladder and you're like, as you're like slowly getting blown over and you're like, But the gust does manage to kind of breeze through and clean up the most of the smell of death. Now there's just like a hint of death and like rainy summer's day and death.
And death.
And death. Okay.
Can't forget about the death.
Before I leave, I'm gonna take a cursory look around to see if he had any hidden things squared away. A little loot box here, floor safe, attic hatch, something.
Make a perception check. Okay. Let me flip back to that page. No, he did not.
Okay. I just leave and go back to the wagon.
Okay. Anybody
High
else?
fives all around, sewer team 6, and I just throw some high fives around.
I'll do it with my mage hand. I'm already in the
Kel
wagon.
just like lifts his hand and lets you hit it, and then okay. Then he
Should
slowly
we
Are they,
shuffles
uh,
off to the
the
car.
furbolgs?
Are they here yet?
Make a perception check.
Just standing in the doorway watching. What the fuck?
You don't
They
see
might
any
be.
anywhere.
I'm looking around the house to make sure it's like clean.
Okay,
So I
we
guess
should
all of it, like walking in through all the rooms.
sure. Make a
we
perception
should
check for you as well then.
probably sign that deed over
Looks
to
clean.
them now.
Cool.
Oh yeah. I didn't give you paper.
I have some parchment.
As you guys are saying that, you hear a familiar voice. So, this is it.
Hmm.
That's good. You hear the creaking
Still
of the wood
standing.
of the deck as the very large furbolg walks up to the front door.
I'm gonna walk over to Gabriel.
He is
Got
in the
this
cart.
parchment here. Yeah,
Uh,
walk over out there.
I got a good pen hand. Forgot to help you guys out. I come back with him into the house and pick a flat surface.
Okay.
A clean flat surface.
This is the table that Jandar was using as a footrest.
Sweet, that'll do. Jandar, want to give me some noble speak here? I'll dictate for you.
Jan's property to what's your name?
Good question. Flip a couple pages. You guys never asked, so I never copied it to the other page. That's Tomb Pyramid. It's not in this
This
pack
mana
of
break
notes.
is brought to you
Please
by
hold.
Yes.
Twitch Prime.
Furbolg 1.
Where you
Where
can
you
sub
can do
for free
something.
with your thing.
You know
Your
what? While
Amazon?
he's
Some.
trying to figure that out, just put an underline. He can put his name there. Hold on 1 second. Give the property for.
It's Dazeman.
Okay, you can put Dazeman. He
Dazeman?
remembered. He
Dazeman?
remembered me.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Daezumin.
Nailed it.
And just put we'll give favorable benefits to the Marivoldi house for forever.
In perpetuity.
There you go. Sounds good. All right.
That's a fancy word. I didn't know that a perpetude was a thing.
Sorry,
Perpetuity is a thing.
what does that last bit say?
In
They're just-
perpetuity means
No,
forever.
before that.
Oh, just favorable. You know how like we're gonna protect you. Just give us favorable terms. That's it.
It means
Okay.
that while you are able to feed your family, excess will be traded to Visgate at
Yeah,
an
you
acceptable rate.
you sell your stuff to Visgate. You don't sell it to the other places because we can't trust the other places right now. There's a lot of sketchy things happening with the leaderships.
And we'll
Okay.
pay you a good price for it.
Yeah, we're not asking for anything for free. I'll get Jandar to sign this and Denizen also over here. You just take this.
I will witness.
Excellent. Yeah, let's get that on there too. Witness.
Rylus just writes Rylus as if it was like a crayon.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm gonna poke a little bit of blood with my sword. Put it in my signet
Completely
ring and push it
unnecessary.
down.
I am a notary. I
got
can
a
make you
signet
think I'm a
ring.
notary.
I gotta use it.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
And then
Okay.
I sign it.
He used his signet ring and blood. Denizen, take this pen. Do you know
I
how to
don't-
spell your name?
I don't need that. And he just takes his hand and he touches the paper, and where he touches, you can see like a little flower sprouts out of the paper, and then it like droops over and drips a little bit of something, and then the flower slowly shrinks back into the paper, and then he just scribbles his name with his finger.
Well, that's really cool and handy.
Didn't need my pen then. Fine. Yeah.
Can we do this again? My signature seems really understated now. I'm selfishly looking around, just
You're
like,
just the witness, Rylus.
fine.
By comparison, Rylus's signature looks about par with the Furbolg's. He doesn't have great penmanship.
I'm gonna roll it up
He did a flower.
and hand it to Denizen. Say, keep
Okay.
this somewhere dry.
Will
Oh,
do.
also, forewarning, the stairs into the food shelter are a bit sketchy. I had a little bit of a tumble, but we grew you a new bottom part. Recommend building another one, though.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, shall we?
Enjoy your farm.
Yep, have fun.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
see you.
Thanks. Hey,
we might stop through.
question. Did
Answer.
you guys... What happened with the previous guy?
Did you see him go anywhere by
We
chance?
didn't see him leave. We told him to leave, and we assume he left.
He knows if he comes back that it will not end well.
Invite him to come to the front door. It'll take care of itself.
What glyph did you have stored there again? Hold person?
I believe it was acid explosion.
Jesus. Okay.
For just that dude?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Keep to him. It won't happen unless he walks back to the front door.
Tell him to knock. And he'll have some fun.
Unless he's in the woods hunting them down. We should have probably tracked this guy down. We could put a bounty on him. You guys are royalty. You can do
Yes,
that.
We definitely can do that. That's something that I've done
I've
in
never
the past.
made a bounty before.
Why don't we head on back and see if you can even write a bounty on anyone?
That's
Yeah,
I
actually
mean,
a
it's
really
our
good point.
town. We're the
Don't
mayor of all
worry.
these.
For the,
Don't even worry.
exactly.
How much they shrug it off.
Well, we done here?
I mean, Hillard will know us. He
I'm
loves
just gonna
us.
start walking with
We've always
Vespa.
treated him with so much respect.
And if we're leaving, I'll say, remember, if this does not work out for you, we have another manor that you can farm around.
The only way it wouldn't is if you go back on your word again.
Again?
Well, some Marivaldi told us we could build here, and then
We-
some
I
guy
think we
came
discussed
by with
this. I'm
paper.
pretty sure that was a forgery.
You're good. You have it. You see the house.
Okay.
That's yours.
Okay.
Let the past.
If
be in
anyone
the past.
says otherwise, send them our way.
I'm gonna check that glyph on the front door. Make sure it's still sharp.
Yeah, no, you still, I think, actually, you're not making an Arcana check.
Cool.
Because it was a while ago, so... Yeah, I mean, you can see the little glyph marks in the door frame of the door. They still look to be charged.
Okay. There's no blatant acid damage all over the porch or anything.
No.
Okay. All right. Let's pack the wagon.
Okay. Cal is already in the wagon.
What about the wife?
She's still in the back of the wagon.
Cool.
She's just kind of sitting there, like, looking up at the roof of the wagon. Just sitting, waiting.
I know we got to get some puzzles or something in here, right?
Yes, that would be nice. Something to keep the boredom away. Though I don't suspect I'd be needing it much longer. We're pretty close to Jandar's place, aren't we?
About
I
half a
hop
day out.
Yeah, hop up right beside him. We're like, yes, we are. And
Okay.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I just tore apart a sarcophagus and made a neat shelf. So I'm having a pretty good day.
Could always be worse. You could be pregnant.
Hey,
Could always be
Rylas,
worse.
you want to be
Could have
pregnant?
not come back.
That's also true. Before we leave, I gotta go pee. And she climbs out of the cart and just walks over behind a nearby tree.
I have heard that.
Didn't have to be rude about it. Jeez.
Lauren's gonna hop up in the, I don't know, wherever you control the horses.
Okay, on the front of the cart.
Yeah, and then Theska is gonna hold the, whatever, canvas thing open
Sure.
for the lady.
Okay. A couple minutes later, she comes back and just nods and says thank you.
I'm a knight! Then he's gonna hop in.
Yes, you are.
He's
Question.
little new.
Are we-
we
We're all in it, right?
No, you didn't, but I get it.
It's a long story. Well,
It's really not. He's 4 days old.
Not even kidding.
But
4 days old.
I just start nodding, kind of like.
have you ever heard
like I don't
of a?
understand
but he was
days.
with you guys when we met you the first time almost 7 months ago. How can he be 4 days
So-
old?
That was the time displacement. For us, time hasn't gone that far. We went
we've been-
away and came back, but it was through some kind of I actually don't know. I think it was the far realm, but it could have been some Fey shit. I don't know
Got
the
it.
difference.
We met a giant floating fish who was really nice. His name was
Mhm.
Gardek.
It was an aboleth.
I'm miss Gardek, actually, and I'd like to take this opportunity to try to pray to Gardek.
Okay, make a religion check.
Nope.
Wow.
You spend the next
0.
hour with your eyes closed, just staring at the wall. You've seen Aloran do
Sounds
it
about
plenty of times, and you tried to imitate it the best
Yep.
you could. Nothing happens.
Holy shit.
All I'm just sitting there.
Three.
Yeah, I'm stupid as a brick, dude.
That's amazing.
You noticed every time Aloran does it, he like sits down, does it, something happens, and he's done within 5 minutes. You figure it's just gonna take much longer for you, and about an hour later, you're like, it's not working.
Oh, your
Did
eyes weren't
anybody-
tight enough.
Did anybody? Oh,
I'm gonna start the
Okay.
horses.
and I'm gonna go again for another hour.
Okay, the horses start going, and you guys start heading towards Visgate. Anything you guys want to do along the way?
I'm
I mean,
gonna
like,
keep messing with Rylus.
Yeah, I'm praying for 2 hours currently.
I'm gonna take turns messing with Rylus and talking with Jandar's not wife about how this guy's only 4 days old, and think about creative ways to tell him about what the world is like.
Gotcha.
Half of
Um,
it's gonna be fiction.
After
So
hour,
half of it.
after hour 2, you gotta. Damn. Oh well, everybody else gets here. So after hour 2, Erica was like, "Wow, that's really interesting," and then kind of looks over and notices Rylus and goes, "No, your left hand has to be slightly higher. That's why it's not working. Left a little bit up. There you go, you got it. Okay, try
Did
it
you watch
again."
Lauren at all?
Anyway, goes back to you and keeps conversating. Enjoying the kinship over fucking with Rylus.
Hearing my name, I'm gonna call down. I'll like open the canvas. Desco, come out here.
What does Fesco say?
He gets up and comes.
Okay.
Wait, does
Uh,
it say anything?
No, he doesn't say a word.
So Rylus, what happened for you after the second hour of trying to pray? Erica and Gabriel were talking and explaining the whole time difference thing, and then she noticed you like starting to wane, and she was like, "No, your left arm has to be slightly higher," and then you started all over again.
Instantly raise my left arm.
And then they went back to talking, enjoying fucking with you. Anyway, so Thasco goes to the front.
Just come sit with me. As soon as we get an eyesight, I want you to take the reins. Jesus, sorry.
That was the sound of
dropped
him
the
dropping
horse.
the reins. As if it was magic, when you dropped the reins stopped.
15
What?
seconds.
No, the rain slowly subsides and stops altogether. The clouds start to part just slightly, and you can see a little bit of sunlight poking through as you guys have now approached like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, roughly. And
Where's
you
the
guys-
welcome to Visgate sign?
you guys are approaching Visgate. You can see it off in the distance, and you can see a couple of guards just hanging out around the entrance to Visgate itself. Do you guys have a welcome sign?
Am I still being
No.
fucked with,
Okay.
or can I go up and kind of like sit at
That's
the
up to you. Are you being fucked with?
I feel like I need to make an intelligence saving throw for this one. I am still being fucked with.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up with Rylus so that Rylus and Jandar can hear me. Say, worst case scenario, if someone has overthrown you in the meantime, I will take one of you, dimension door through the wall, and we can go solve that. Have a conversation about it.
I believe. How many people can you take with this
Just
door
one.
of dimensions? Oh,
But I can
I
get
look
us
at-
right through
I
that
look at
wall.
Jandar and I just hold out my fist. Rule 2. Solve all important problems.
With boulder, paper, shears.
Boulder, paper, shears.
Oh, yes.
It's just rule 2.
Sorry, it's
boulder, paper, shears.
Boulder, parchment shears. My bad.
Awesome.
Boulder.
I stole that from Critical Role. Still works.
Got a 3.
What is that?
Shears.
Boulder, paper, shears. Be shears.
You won. Wait,
Yeah,
you beat me.
Boulder Beach.
Yep.
Cheers.
I have been looking at this orb for like the past 2 hours.
Which orb? Because there was
Uh,
two. Did you guys?
I would
Which
like
one?
to say to
I took the
Gabriel,
orb that I licked. The
you'll take me through.
aboleth that I had to lick. I took
Yes.
that orb.
Okay.
Okay.
I can tell you that. Make an Arcana check.
Me?
Yeah. You're the one
Oh, I
looking
have
at it.
detect
With your orb?
magic going, I guess.
Oh, well, detect magic is fine too, but roll Arcana as well. See if you can find the nature. Okay, so the detect magic tells you that it is magical. The Arcana was to try and figure out what kind of magical, because while sitting and staring at it and trying to figure out what it is, it seems like a black swirling crystal, roughly the size of your head. Strange. And you're not able to discern how it works.
Can anyone else figure this out?
Gabriel takes it.
I would like to go sit at the front with Desco. by the
Okay.
way.
It appears to be
If
magic.
you say an orb, I already know that.
It's round.
It's black and it
And
has a swirling
black.
white something inside.
Is it light?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Be gentle with it, is what I'd say.
Thank you.
Well, let's approach that when we've got some time. We can take it to a place in town. Maybe they can figure it out.
Yeah, we have a good wizard, I think, that can do it. We don't have a priest anymore. He's dead because of poison.
You might have a new one.
Yeah.
About this
Uh,
time, you guys make it to the front gates of Visgate. There are two guards standing outside, and they kind of block your path with their halberds. Like, hello, who's there?
Hi. Bunch of traitors.
I'd like to throw down that though, because this is like our town,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh, you're declaring
they-
it the door.
So-
eh?
oh yes,
If
Alright.
you went to the front, right? So right after they're like, who is that? Oh, yeah. Come on in. They just kind of
Thank
pull
you.
their halberds back and
that's all I say. Just thank you.
yeah, let them in. You see the kind of gate open up, and
I'm
you guys,
still gonna try to stay a little hidden too.
Okay,
I'm not.
you guys
I'll
are
be
in the
riding up
cart,
front.
so you guys are fine.
Uh,
It's just the three of us. on the
Gender,
front.
do you want me to disguise you?
No, I think we're.
I can turn
okay
it off
for-
at any time.
Yeah, let's do that first. Something tells me.
I would
Oh
like
shit!
to-
Are you casting
Okay, I'm gonna-
polymorph?
No, I can. Let's cast polymorph. I'm gonna cast polymorph on you.
What does he look
Holy
like?
fuck.
He looks like
Hillard.
a beautiful elvish man
Okay.
that might
Not
be
that different from
this,
the truth.
this pregnant woman's brother.
Right after you do that, Erica looks over and goes, "Not bad.
There you go.
I liked him better the other way, though. Anyway,
I could change him back, or I could not.
I would like to lead Thesco
Okay.
towards like the main area, like our home.
okay. That
That's
was
a new
Ah.
bell that they brought into town. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
that bell signifies that
noon?
it's 5 o'clock now within the town of Visgate. No, you guys travel through the western gate of Visgate, travel through the market district, and into the residential district, where the center manor is of the Marivaldi family.
Are there guards outside?
There are, and you can tell they are wearing a different color of garb, as it's the household guard now that are around the manor.
I would like to hop down off the thing and just try to walk in.
Okay. They
That's what I-
notice you, and they simply
As they do that, I kind of like point to their garb and be like, "This new spring style, new fashion,
It's false, sir.
new fall style."
No, it's the same that you recognize as the household guard. I was just telling you
Oh,
it's distinctly
oh,
different from
okay.
the city guard.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a new household.
So
thing.
so they just kind of look at you and go, "No, but I just cleaned it."
Looking fresh, my man, and just walk in.
Indeed. And I just walk
Okay.
right behind him.
Wait, who are you? Okay. Who are you? Okay. Why is there so many? Oh man, so you guys all march past.
I would like to ask the closest guard to find Hillard.
Okay. He kind of looks at you and he goes, what time is it? Yeah, no, he's probably. I'll get him. I'll be back. And you see,
You can tell him to meet us in. We have a throne room.
You have an audience chamber.
And the audience chamber.
Okay. You recognize the guard as Eugene of your household guard. He is a human with scraggly red hair.
As he says that, I'd like to say thank you, Eugene.
No problem.
It is Eugene, right?
Yes, sir.
You're doing a good job, Eugene. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As he leaves outside of your guys' vision, heading into the military district to the east. So, you guys are all standing out front of the Marivaldi Manor.
Oh, we would like to go in the audience
Okay.
chamber where we told him to bring Hillard.
Okay. You walk inside the main building. It opens up the two very large double doors at the entrance chamber into the main foyer with the two very large staircases going up into the balcony area. You guys just pass straight on through, and you see Trent standing at the door to the audience chamber, and he goes, "Ah, my lord." And wait,
Trent?
no, I just assumed your brother was here. I don't see him.
Rylus will be along shortly.
No, this is Rylus.
Jandar. Sorry.
Okay, got you.
Hey, Trent.
He
We're
looks
just gonna
over.
go in.
He looks at Jandar and extends his hand to shake his hand, be like, "I've never seen you before, sir, but the way you're dressed, you must be a lord from a nearby city. We hereby welcome you to Visgate."
Who says this?
Trent.
Oh, I thought that was Hillard. I was like, who the fuck?
No.
Hillard got a speech upgrade.
So, polymorph isn't an illusion, so yeah, no, you take hands and shake and don't say anything, and you walk right on by. You walk into the main audience chamber where you guys see Renya sitting in a very plain wooden chair, like a kitchen chair kind of thing. It is sat one stair below the main audience chair, where you guys very first met Jandar, and she is sitting in front of two teenage boys that seem to be arguing back and forth to each other before she just holds up her hand and goes, "Now wait. If you took his property, you have to pay for it. If you can't pay for it, then you have to work off the debt. That's simply the way that civilized places do about things. So, how much would you say that what he stole was worth?" And the one's like, "Well, he took a lot. I had to work for a week." "Okay, fine. How about he helps you at your shop for a week? Once that's done, you guys are square." "Okay, I guess that seems doable." And the other one's like, "Fine." She goes, "Now shake on it." Okay, they shake, and then they just kind of look at each other and stare at each other as they walk out the door, passing you guys.
Does Renya see us yet?
I will check in a second once I check what the hell Discord's going on about. That is
Got
not you
laggy.
guys, so I'm not worried about it.
Oh, I was
Okay.
gonna say it's been laggy as fuck for me.
Oh, she rolled a natural 20. So after dealing with the two boys, she just kind of, you see her eyes trained on them, and then quickly dart over to you guys, and she goes, "Huh, about time you guys came back."
Hello.
I see you've brought a new friend. Hello, my name is
Who, him?
Renya. Nice to meet you. And
Two new friends. Did
and-
we leave her in the wagon though?
oh no, she's there. And
Okay.
Erica just goes, thank you. Nice to meet you. And you are? It's like, I'm a friend of Jandar. Erica's like, uh-huh. How much of a friend? Erica's like, not that kind of friend. Anyway, nice to meet you, sir.
What is your title, Renya?
Yeah, well,
Well,
we've been gone for like 6 days, but apparently it's a little bit longer than that here.
yeah, you guys have been gone like 6 months, and after like the first month, Hillard wasn't really taking care of the audience duties, and
That's
tasks were starting to pile up, so I was here. It's kind of what I did in the other household, so I just figured I'd take care of it until you guys got back. Things
And
are running
honestly,
great.
Heard you've been doing a pretty good job.
Looks mighty good.
They've been calling me the stewardess. I don't really like the title, but I just haven't fought it. Anyway, nice to meet you too, sir. And just kind of leans over and tries to shake Jandar's hand. It's like,
I'm just gonna walk up to the seat and sit down.
as
The
you're
main
walking
one,
up,
I'm
she
guessing?
like runs up to stop you and is like, no. Only Marivaldis are allowed to sit in that chair. I'm sorry, I cannot allow you to sit in that chair.
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow to him. Yeah. Now? I'm gonna collapse the polymorph and return him.
With her hands still on your chest, she goes, your chair awaits.
Thank you.
Rule 37. Never a bad time for a good goof.
She goes and grabs the chair that's like right in front of your chair and like slowly drags it off to the side of the room and like sets it down. And she's like, all right, so
I'm gonna show his not girlfriend. There you go.
Erica's like, where am I supposed to sit?
You don't sit. I'm just telling you, like, this is totally legit. Everything that we've been telling you for the last
Yeah, I'll go
several
up and
days has not been a lie.
As well.
Got it.
That's
As Rylus
good.
walks over and like stands next to his brother. It's like a picture of sophisticated chivalry. Kind of.
Nice. So, Erica.
For Rylus,
no,
it is.
Not Erica. Renya.
Yeah.
It's gonna get confusing quick. Please update us on the current situations here. What about the house? What's happened with the house? I've heard it's condemned. Did anything bad happen?
He's
bread
talking about the bread house.
the bread house.
Oh, the bread house. I thought you were talking about your house. I was going to say, no, heavens no. I kept it clean, neat. I got rid of the mouse problem.
There's a mouse
you got rid
problem?
of the mouse problem?
There's a mouse
Yes.
problem?
Oh, you don't remember? It was starting to eat holes.
How did you not
mean,
notice the
they're like-
mice?
I just like animals, alright?
They're rodents. They're not animals.
Thank you, Renya.
You're welcome.
I
Anyway,
disagree on this point.
no, the house, I had to condemn it. People were getting sick. We had 3 fatalities. And a lot of people got
Yeah.
sick. We had to make a new head priest, and then they had to, like, come in and, like, do this whole seance and ritual and stuff because they thought the place might have been, like, haunted. Turns out it's not. It's just filled with poisonous bread.
Lauren's gonna walk out because he's laughing. Just face palming so he doesn't laugh. He's gonna
Gotcha.
find somewhere by
He's
himself.
he was very sad about that. He liked that house, so
Good house. We
he's
should
just
reopen
hurt.
the house. but
That's why he had to leave.
Get rid of
Right,
the poison
yeah.
in the bread. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's owned by this fine group of gentlemen here.
Not according to this deed. And she, like, pulls a deed out that says that it's, the name is actually conspicuously missing from the deed. As if it had been, like, scratched off or somebody had casted mending on the paper in that specific spot. And the name is completely missing. It's just, according to this paper, it doesn't belong to anybody.
Can I'd just like to go take the deed
She
from her
hands it
and
to you.
like look at it, and then
Yeah.
just write Sewer Team 6 on it. And be like,
Okay.
look, there you go.
Huh?
Finally.
Look at that! It does say Sewer Team 6.
Yeah, it does.
Congrats, guys.
I'll do my little poke of blood and then hit it with the signet ring. You guys
All right.
had it.
Going
But-
home.
But
Leaving behind
remember, we
spirit.
still haven't fixed the first issue. We didn't take care
poison.
of the person that killed her dad. I
I'm
look
gonna
at
pop around the corner.
Ooh.
Agreed.
Yeah, what happened to the misty wench who killed our father? Have there been any poison-related deaths in the city in the last? How long have we been gone again?
6.5 months, but no, just the 3 that ate the poison bread.
Damn bread.
that bread. That bread.
Damn bread.
Did we discipline the chef or the
We should
bread maker?
outlaw bread. No, that's just.
No,
We
the
should outlaw bread.
Hillard was able to determine that the bread wasn't actually at fault. It was the poison that was littered all over the place that had seeped into the bread that was the problem.
We
And
should outlaw poison.
nobody really made a sign, like it said, free bread, and people just keep coming and getting bread, and then they eventually knew, like, that's the house that you go to get bread, and once they got about halfway through the living room, the bread started to taste funny, and they didn't think anything of it until people started dropping. And then
Dropping
they figured
what?
it out. Like eating it, and then dead. Rylus.
Oh.
Dead.
Oh, that kind of dropping.
Did you use
Yeah.
that bread to get rid of the mice?
Yes!
Oh! Something good came of it then.
But
Yeah.
the mice were my friend.
Sorry, right? They were eating our bread, Rylus. The cake. Remember the cake?
Always comes back to the cake.
Always the cake.
Anyway,
I just had a mental flashback to your guys' characters sitting around at like Rylus's like 10th birthday party or something, and he's about to cut into a cake and a mouse pokes up the top. That's pretty much just what I just pictured.
Canon.
Canon.
It happened.
Anyway, Ren, you've done a great job.
I'm gonna pull Renia aside. Oh wait, she's actively talking to him.
I'm
well,
still
I mean,
in
I'm-
conversation.
Saying she's doing.
Erica will need a bedroom and a midwife to take care of her until she does
okay.
the baby.
Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah. Okay. Whatever you need.
Oh yes, she's gonna stay here now. And same with the baby. Brother did an oopsie.
I will prep another room then, I guess.
Or a whoopsie. Your choice.
So
Both are applicable in this sense.
since she's with him, do I need to prep another room or just his? I'll prep another room just in case.
I just look at Erica and just be like,
Erica's looking at you like,
"Do you want your own room?
Another room for now.
no.
We're offering you a room. Do you want a room or do you want? What? Fine, whatever. Just prep a room, Renya. Can I say you've done a great job as steward here?
Thank you. I tried. I just kept thinking to myself, man, whenever I get into any trouble, I just think, what would Jandar and Rylus do? And then I just did the opposite.
Sometimes
That
it works. Sometimes it works.
That's a good
No,
move.
I'm kidding. I didn't do the
That's a good
opposite. I did whatever I thought you guys would do. You guys seem like upstanding people.
Now, how did Hillard take this since we've been gone so long?
Well, the first day he was fine. The second day he was a little on edge, and then he was useless for about 3 weeks.
That sounds about like Hillard.
Is he still
Speaking of which,
talking?
where is Hillard?
Did he talk slower?
No, he talked about the same, but it just didn't have any substance to it. Like, at all. But, like, okay, so he kept telling me this thing, and this is why I took over, just for the record, but apparently, like, you don't like holding audience and dealing with the small people's issues and such, and so he figured he'd try to do that, and then he only really saw you do it, and so he did what he thought you did, which is just push it off to the next day, and after about 3 weeks of doing that, people were starting to complain, so I kind of had to jump in.
That was more of a dad thing, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
didn't like to deal with what he called the common folk, and it was a little offensive, to be perfectly honest. I didn't really
Gotcha.
understand that, but he was popped. He was lord of the manor. Can't really say do the thing without sounding like an impudent child,
Fair enough.
even though I'm like 60. Bit rough sometimes.
All
being a
right,
half
well,
elf.
I'm gonna go prep the room. Nice seeing you guys again.
Oh, can you bring us the head wizard too?
I
Colin?
will.
Send him to the bread house.
I will have
Not
him.
the bread house.
Oh,
I'll have him sent here.
There
Very
you
well. She walks away, and you notice her like lean over to one of the household guards, say something. The household guard like looks up at you guys for a second, and then looks back at her, and then looks back up at you guys, and then like runs off. Like runs off. And she's like, "Okay, see ya," and walks off. You guys are now alone with Erica in the audience chamber.
So, you guys have the house. You guys can go take care of it for a little bit if you want.
I'm gonna leave right now. I want to go clean out the bread.
Yeah, I'll go.
Theska's gonna follow, and Lauren's waiting outside.
Okay.
I can handle the poison with my mage hand. I don't know why I didn't think of that before.
I go, Rylus, I got this covered. If you want to stay here or if you want to go.
Well, I believe we have some planning to do
Oh, we do. You are very
now
correct.
that we are home. I do think it would be wise to ask after Renya from the household staff, make sure everything has been. What was that saying? Father used hunky-dory, I believe it was. It
True.
was hunky-dory. I can show Erica to her rooms, give her a tour of the house if you'd like a moment of respite, brother.
Yes, I have to think about what we're going to do. We have a lot. Remember, they know about the mission.
They do now. Very well. All right, Erica, you want to come with me? I'll show you around. Maybe find you a room.
Sure. Okay.
Why not?
She just follows you wherever you go.
All right, I'm just gonna give her a tour of the hood.
Okay. All right. You do that. When you guys finally get to like the master chambers upstairs, connected to your father's old room, where your father and mother slept, well, when your mother was there. Anyway, connected to the master bedroom by another door, which is only unlockable from the master chambers side, is another smaller bedroom, which is being furnished quite nicely by Renya, which is where you guys find her. He took his headset off, motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, so we'll go to the other guys as you guys make your way to the poison bread house. Lauren, Thesco, Jin, and Gabriel, who is also AFK. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna look at the house. What's it look like?
It looks like exactly how you left it, only a little cleaner, and it has one board going across the front door that seems to be nailed in. The sign of free bread was taken down, and scrawled onto the one board that is covering the front door, it says, "Do not enter."
I'm gonna get out my warhammer and take a swing at that board.
Okay, make an attack. There, yeah, okay, you do it. With your warhammer, crack, you split it right in half. It just falls away to pieces.
Hey, we homeboys.
It reminds me, I have this hammer in my inventory that we were gonna take back for someone's family. I'm gonna give that to you because you like hammers.
Hey, I do.
Uh,
I'm gonna look at it.
I don't know the stats on it.
Is that Max hammer?
Yes, it is Max Hammer, and it is a very ornate-looking hammer, which I believe is one-handed.
Well, it doesn't
versatile.
matter because I can't use it. Right?
Oh yeah, it's versatile. Yeah,
It was versatile.
yeah. So it's
What do you
a
affect
very
it?
large hammer that looks like it's probably best to be used with two hands, but you could probably do it with one hand.
If you
What?
strong.
I thought I couldn't use it because I thought only he could, or something.
You have never tried.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna look at it.
But not to
Yeah.
attune to it. I'm gonna go inside.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I'll just put it in my bags for now.
You open the door and step inside, and you step into kind of what you expected, only nothing like what you expected. There is furniture, it's all been cleaned up. There is no poison or no bread anywhere to be seen, and you are greeted by the delightful smell of garlic and onions and peppers and all kinds of really bitter smells. Which
Who's
your
living here?
passive insight would tell you that somebody just stocked the place with really smelly vegetables to try and eventually get rid of the smell of poison.
I'm gonna run upstairs.
Okay.
And Papa bearing this, who's been sleeping in my bed.
Okay.
I'm
Which room
looking
was yours?
through all the bunk beds and seeing if there's
Okay.
anybody. Anybody home?
Make a perception check.
Well, I'm gonna see them if they're in the beds.
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay, I want some stats about the beds then.
Okay. Okay. The beds are all finely crafted beds that have been stacked up on top of each other and forged by hand by one Gabriel Hart. With
Commissioned by Gabriel Hart.
Sorry, commissioned by Gabriel Hart and crafted by
Johnny B. Carpenter?
no, the Miller's Carpentry Company. They had made all of the furniture in this place that you had made
The
them,
beds,
or
Jay,
asked
focus.
them to make. Yeah, the beds are very awesome looking, stacked up on top of each other. You asked for stats, and they roughly are queen size beds that have been fitted into bunk beds of queen size beds. Because you're
Is there
luxury like that.
anybody here?
Sorry, you asked about the beds, man. You gave me shit, I'm giving you shit. No, there's nobody in here anymore.
Thank you.
You check all the rooms, there is nobody in the house.
Okay, I go back downstairs.
Okay. Alright, you're back downstairs with everybody else. Sans.
We have a
Molly.
house, and now we have nothing to do. Wait, is that hatch still in the corner?
With your check, it does not look like it.
Is there anything over top of where it was?
Yes, with your perception check, you would be able to see that it looks to be like smoothed over with, like, whereas before was just a hatch cut out of the wooden floor, it looks like somebody did some remodeling and just refloored the place and did not include a hatch.
Hey, Lauren, bring that hammer over here.
Hey, I'm gonna walk over.
Okay.
Is this about where you thought the hole in the floor was? Do you remember that? You probably remember that.
Roughly.
Let's coordinate together and see. I think it was over here. Can you just? I'm gonna
For future reference, if you both want to do it, it's just one person with advantage, or both of you roll once. So no advantage or disadvantage on that. So, but go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna scritch it with my thumbnail. Be like,
Okay.
smack shit right here with that hammer, and then I'm gonna stand back.
With this hammer.
Whichever one.
I mean, I haven't really used it. I don't want to. Okay, and then I'm just gonna
Okay.
like size it up and then give it a whack.
Which
There's
hammer are
more
you
house.
using?
The max hammer, I guess, because it was in my hand.
Okay. So you've kind of got it with both your hands, and you're lining it up. You take a couple line-up shots. You're not hitting, not making contact, and then just when you go to bring it back, it like slips out of your hand and goes thunk against the ground.
Don't mind that one. I'm just gonna pick it up and put it in my bag and then use my hammer.
Okay. Make an attack roll with your hammer. The DC is real fucking low.
Ooh.
Oh man.
How low?
Well-
Not that
Low?
low.
Not that low?
Well. Roll damage.
Okay.
I said that I stepped back, for the record.
Yeah. So as he goes to make his shot, he like loses his grip on it. It bounces off the floor, off the wall, comes back, and lands right on your toe, dealing 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
By your, do you mean mine?
I mean yours, yes.
Motherfucker!
It's a
I'm gonna
natural
hop around
one,
the
and it
house.
was funny. It's not like you guys are going into battle.
Yep,
So,
I'm gonna hop around the house.
all right.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna pick up my hammer. I don't usually swing these things, you know.
You look down, and the board, the specific plank, is like slightly cracked, but like it didn't even pierce it. It just cracked it slightly.
Maybe I won't give it such a reckless hit this time, and I'm gonna sneeze one hand.
All right.
Not much better.
That's fine. No, that'll actually hit though. So
Okay.
you come down with it and smash. You splinter the wood and you make a pretty sizable hole. The hammer only seems to go like through the wood about 2 or 3 inches before it hits something, and you hear a loud thud.
Hey,
Sounds
there's
like
something here.
sounds like metal on stone.
Sounds like metal on stone.
They probably put a blocker over top of it. We might have to lift this out. I still wanted access to the sewers, or else what's the point, right?
I'm gonna start
Yeah.
kind of looking around to see if there's anything that would budge, I guess.
I'm just gonna start stomping floorboards. Like, you know when you're busting up pallets for a fire?
Yeah.
Well, if he's doing that, then I'm just gonna start
Okay.
swinging with my hammer. So like two-handed, just reckless at the floorboards. Then
Okay.
Yeah. Smash the shit up.
Over the next 10 minutes or so, with you guys stomping and, slamming the hammer about, you manage to smash every single board in that kitchen.
Really?
No,
Naturally.
Over the hatch. Over the hatch. Come on.
Sorry, you said stomping. Okay, whatever. You stomp and smash like a good 4 to 5 foot by 5 foot section, half the kitchen in the kitchen and like in the general vicinity, and it looks like once you smashed it all, there's just a bunch of fragments of wood in what used to be your kitchen, now a wood pile.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand and clear it out.
Okay. You
What's
do
that
that?
stone look like?
It looks like somebody poured medieval version of concrete into the hole.
That's still just concrete.
Okay,
We've had
I
this since
didn't
the
know.
Romans.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looks like somebody poured concrete into the hole and filled it in.
into our cellar thing.
Yep.
Huh. How? I mean, it's solidified then, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
been months. Make a perception check.
I mean, I don't. I can just glance at it and tell.
Yeah,
Make a
so
perception
if
check
they
though.
they
Okay.
filled the entire entrance with concrete.
So
Oh, I see what you're saying.
after smashing it up thoroughly, Lauren, you're just kind of like, oh fuck, and you look around and you notice the old walk-in closet. The door is different. You walk over and open up the door, and you see that there's another door behind that door. You open that up, and you see the city skyline. Seems to be a back door to the house now.
I'm gonna kind of pop my head over. Hey, Gabriel, check this out.
I go out the back door with him.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna show it to them.
Does it
Um,
go into like a yard, or what do we have back here?
I don't know.
It goes into almost like a yard, but it's basically like a 6 foot by 6 foot box with a 5 foot tall stone kind of like room with no ceiling on it. So looking up, you can see the sides of the house where it would be, the door that you guys just came out of, and then it comes out and goes around and to another door that is less horizontal, more vertical. Sorry, less vertical, more horizontal. Yes.
Oh. They built an entryway. Is it locked?
Make an investigation check. Yes, it is.
gonna go ahead and make myself a key.
Okay. Couple of seconds. Click. Managed to open lock.
I'm gonna swing that beast open.
Okay. You swing it open. You see a small flight of stairs, and by small flight of stairs, I mean like 8 steps, before you see a familiar-looking room with a couple of bookcases in it.
Sweet. Cool. I close it back up.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'll walk back into the house, go into the kitchen, just put all the wood in a pile back in that spot where we stomped it all out of. That is it's a little placeholder there.
Hey,
Okay.
got a little platinum here. We should probably replace that, maybe with some tile or something.
I got enough platinum here too. We can do a whole bunch of upgrades to the house.
Well, we
I
maybe
think it
should
needs
do that
another-
real quick while we wait for the rest of them.
I think it needs like another 6 floors.
Well, that's a little much for
Straight
now.
up.
The zoning on that one, though.
Maybe
You're not there.
if we go three floors out on the bottom and then straight up. That'd be
Are there houses next to us?
There are.
just build on top of those.
You guys are essentially in like a town hall or townhouse slash like duplex kind of situation.
Essentially, I want a giant dick in the middle of town. You
Yeah.
didn't catch that?
No, I got it. As soon as you said like 3 out and then straight up, I was like, oh, he's building a dick right in the middle of Visgate.
House dick bread.
Poison dick bread.
Don't let the seepage fool you. It's not poisonous.
Not anymore.
And with that, we'll go to break. We're gonna take 5 here, and we'll be back
Jesus
with
Christ.
the other half. Shit went off the rails. We'll be back.
Bring dick poison?
It's not every day that
We're back.
We should
Welcome back.
rest. Oh.
So
Hello.
for the second half, welcome back everybody to the second half. We'll pick up with. Was there anything that the guys wanted to do in the bread house that you didn't get to do already? Or are you good with what
No.
you
In the
got?
house? Nah.
No, yeah, renovations.
Right. Okay. So while you guys were doing all of that shenanigans, we'll go back to the Marivaldi Manor, where Hillard has stepped into the main audience chamber and greets Jandar. Hello.
Oh, Hillard, how are you
Can I-
doing?
Can I ask a quick
I'm-
question?
Okay. What's up?
Since I left to go give Erica a tour, how long had it been till Hillard showed up? Because I
About
would
15
like to be
minutes, so
there.
you would be
Okay,
back.
never mind then.
No,
I
you'd be
wouldn't be
back.
back.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, okay, sure.
Your place isn't that big.
Never know. We could be ballers.
Yeah, so you are in the
Okay.
audience chamber when he does show up. He goes,
I just wanted to make sure that I was there before I started talking.
I'm good. How are you? It's been a while.
Yes, we've acquired a farm that we're going to
Trust
have
Hillard.
supplies from,
It's
as
only-
well as a keep.
That's good.
And we're going to be conquering
think.
other city-states.
Oh,
How is our household army doing, Hillard? You note I changed the name from guard to army.
I didn't catch that the first time. Thank you for drawing it to my attention. The household household army is standing at 16 strong, capable.
And the city guard,
People.
Hillard?
The city guard is at 71.
And if you had to recruit and train an army, how long do you think it would take for you?
How many people?
Very good question. I would say all, but that seems a bit drastic.
Like 3,500,000.
That seems like
So Hillard,
a
say
lot.
say we wanted to.
We wanted to.
I'm pausing for dramatic effect, Hillard. It's
I'm
thing
pausing
that-
for dramatic effect, Hillard.
what?
You said say.
That's not. I was trying to prove
Look
a
at
point.
look at
Just-
Derek.
God,
Don't ever look
God
at Derek when
damn
you're
it,
trying to do
Hillard.
Hillard. Sorry.
say we wanted to take over the nearest town.
We wanted to take over the nearest town.
Hillard,
Hillard,
stop.
stop.
Hillard, you
You-
don't have to copy him.
He said, say.
Hillard. That's enough. You can stop now. I understand you've missed us, and this is Rule 37. I understand you were the forefather of Rule 37 in your time, but we are having a serious conversation now, Hillary.
I just listen to what I'm told to do, and you said, say. So I said.
Okay, all right, fine. Hillard, I have a question for you. If we wanted to take over the nearest town, how many troops would we need? And how long would it take you to get that? What do you think? Do you know the strength of the nearest city? Do you know
Yeah.
their guard populace? Do you know
Yeah.
these things? Do you have these
Yeah.
answers? If not, then look up.
Yeah. All of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hillard.
Well, it would take the army of one person roughly 3 days to get to Trellis, where they could plant their flag.
Oh,
That's a strategy I've never thought of.
that's good.
Wait, is
Why
Trellis-
is that, Hillard?
Is Trellis the burned city?
Trellis
destroyed?
was destroyed about a
Okay.
year ago.
Fine. The
Oh,
next most inhabited city. Hold on, let me just look at a map and I'll find out.
4
Meta question for you
days
then.
to Yona.
Meta question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Which is the city we went west to get to Kel's house?
Yep.
Correct. And we reached the road where it was foresty trail where we met the people in the carts.
Yep.
Or going left to a city. What city was that?
Yona.
Yona. Okay.
It's the city you guys started the campaign in.
Oh. How
but
delightfully ironic.
Trellis is closer to us. And we can
Trellis
click-
is
Yes,
3
but
days. Trellis is 3 days north. Yona is 4 days to the southwest.
Alright, Hillard, I have a question for you. Could you fetch us Renya, please? Is she still in the room?
She's
That'd be
standing right next to you.
Hilarious. Could you fetch us Renya, please?
Renya's like, hi.
Oh, hello.
I was
Question?
finished upstairs, so I came down.
No, welcome. This is mi casa e su casa. It's not even my casa, but welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Trellis.
Yeah.
If we went and gave you, say, 30 of our guard, could you set yourself up there? Start making a city of it again under the Marivaldi name? We would name you potentially Lord of Trellis if you made it well enough. You could set yourself up under us as a retainer, as a steward. You would have all the perks of ruling your own city instead of ruling in someone else's name.
I'll be honest, I'm not really looking for that much responsibility.
Well, I mean, look at us. Do you really think we have responsibility? We just delegate. It's
Yeah,
kinda
no,
what
but
happens
like,
when you reach-
delegate.
I literally watched after Merwell's house and like his upkeep and stuff, and then I kind of had to do that here with you guys, and I mean, even that was a bit much. I'm not looking to run a town. What I would like to do is find some farm boy. That's what I want to do.
Interesting.
Get me a nice
So-
farm, have a bunch of kids, live off
Okay,
the
well
life,
then,
you know?
in a
That's what I'm talking about.
hypotheticals, do you think it would be possible?
It would be possible, certainly, but not for me.
And if we found you a farm boy, would you be able to?
I would
help
run
us?
off with the farm boy and live with him and live out the rest of my days.
And if I held him hostage until you did what I wanted you to do?
I'd tell you to slit his throat and I'd go find another one.
Well, shit. All right, you're a hard bargainer.
I'm
Very
just not
hard.
interested in that much responsibility, man.
Damn it, Renya. We're just trying to make you a better person.
I was already a pretty good person before Merwell fucked me up.
Where are you? You put us in a dungeon.
That
Wait, no
wasn't
shit,
me,
that
if
wasn't
you
me.
recall.
No,
I was in
that was
the
also
dungeon.
not me. It was also not me.
Renyo, you know what?
I heard you put some people in a dungeon.
You know, you heard since you were standing right here and I didn't
Yep.
see you. We're going to be taking over the continent.
Yeah, well,
I wasn't paying attention, but okay, yeah, sure.
Yes. So, I need someone to run the city if we're not here.
All right,
You worked as a good steward.
sure.
Once I get done running the country, you will live a wonderful life and live on a farm with a farm boy.
you can have 2 farm boys if you really wanted to.
Why don't you just get your wife, whatever, to watch the place? Why do you need me?
You're doing a good job, Renya.
Thanks, but also still not interested.
Well, you could either be a steward or you could be trapped in jail.
I mean, it's a bit extreme, brother. Ignore him, Renya.
It is.
He has his moments. We
I'll
wouldn't
take the
throw you in jail. You ran our city for us. We would never put you in jail.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling
We
the
wouldn't
bluff.
Well, fuck. I might as well just throw you in jail then. God damn it.
Jail it is. She just holds out her wrists.
Oh my gosh, Renya, just work with us here. Work with us here.
No,
Work with us.
I'm not
Ren-
looking for that much responsibility. I'm sorry. I want to go off and do my own thing. I don't want to be trapped up in this craziness that this world has thrust on me. It's not what I wanted. It's not what my mother wanted.
Renya.
Jandar.
Did you
Hillard's-
at least give me that?
Hillard's
Did
just
you at
like,
least-
I don't understand what's going on right now.
I think we were talking too fast for him.
Yeah, I
No?
think so too.
No, not too fast. I just
Okay,
confused.
Hillard, here's...
at the farm boy part.
We're
she wants
confused
some
too.
man meat. And she's gonna have some time on a farm. That's all it is to it, Hillard. There's nothing really that special.
Okay. I thought it was kind of like, you know, when some people say something, but they really mean something else? Kind of like that.
Renya, are you gonna leave us here with him?
Renya's like, yep, as she's turning and walking away.
But you don't have a farm yet.
I'll find one.
Or a farm boy.
I'll find one of those too.
We know a great farm. The one with the fur blorks.
She like slows down as she's walking to the door, but doesn't stop. Just waiting. Okay, bye. She just walks out the door.
Well, bye, Renya.
Well, that was interesting.
That didn't work out quite as I wanted it to.
I have a strange feeling that someone was saying something to me, and I just like somewhere else, and I just can't remember right now.
I feel like someone, potentially father, just rolled over in their grave. We're not very good at this. This is why we need help. We need someone like Renya. We don't know
Yeah.
what we're doing. Oh well, whatever.
It's true.
Hillard, how's your city management?
I did great.
I'm joking.
When you guys-
No, Hillard, you didn't
Just-
do that good. You didn't do that good.
I have a task for you, Hillard. Can you go recruit some people for us?
Okay.
We would like to at least double the city guard.
Okay.
It is perilous out there.
Okay.
Thank you, Hillard.
Can I have some bread?
Just not from the bread house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they not pay you again, Hillard?
Turns and leaves. No. I just kind of hungry right now.
I appreciate you, Hillard.
Thank you. Turns and leaves, and you notice that normally he leaves by like walking straight out the door and then taking a left to eventually walk out the like guard's exit. He takes a right, which you know is where your kitchen is. He was
gotta get that
specifically
bread.
asking for your bread.
He's got to get that bread.
Always gotta get
A
that
minute or
bread.
two later, you see him walking past the main foyer and walking straight out the front door from your audience chamber, holding a big loaf of bread, just eating it.
Alright, well, I think I'm going to go check on the bread house.
Yeah, well, I wonder where that wizard's at. He's the slowest wizard I know.
What are you guys
We have
doing?
another really slow wizard, I guess.
Yeah. We gotta, let's see how the bread house is doing. If we might meet the
Yeah.
wizard. We'll walk
I'm
on
going to go to the
same
bread
route.
house.
Okay. As you guys go to leave the manor, you step out the front door and you see a very, very, very old man standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead up into the front of your manor, just looking at the stairs and shaking his head.
Why are all our wizards so old?
I don't know.
I would like
Hold
to walk
on.
down the steps and be like, are you the...
Hold on. Make a wisdom saving throw.
What?
Yep.
Both of us?
Nope, just Rylus.
Oh, you got advantage.
Okay.
Advantage? I
Alright,
thought it was
got
a plus 5.
Yeah, you got +5.
Plus
So
5.
17.
Okay, you succeed.
Ah,
You are aware that he tried to cast a spell on you.
it was just me saying it to... Whatever.
And
I
he
would like
says,
to walk down.
we're not all ridiculously old.
I mean,
I mean,
It was
I
a
am,
big-
but
how
still,
old are you? How old are you?
183.
Shit, you've got double your age on me. Mother. Fair enough, you're old. We're gonna go...
I was sent here
To-
to look at something.
well, you
Oh,
were called
you-
by us, but we're gonna go somewhere else. Would you like to follow us? I can carry you if you'd like.
No, I can walk just fine as long as there's not like 2 flights of stairs.
But I
Just-
mean, like, how frail is
Make a
this
perception
dude
check.
looking? If, like, is gonna pick up some bread and
Or
fall over and
investigation.
die frail?
Make an investigation check. Also, that was a cleric, not a wizard.
Oh, touche.
And it was
Um,
poison.
He doesn't look. Yeah, right. He doesn't look super frail. He looks like he's potentially milking it.
Potentially milking it. Alright.
Mhm.
Well, we're going to... Do you know the bread house? Where the bread man lives?
The condemned one. I'm
Yeah,
familiar.
we're good.
We're going.
gonna
It's
go
no
there.
longer condemned. We've uncondemned it. It's part of our house now. Just come with us, and I'm gonna at a brisk pace.
Okay, meet you there. You think that's kind of odd as you guys walk away, and then you see this weird-looking shape
Dimensional
blur past you, and then go up, and then fly over a bunch of buildings. About 10 minutes
think he-
later, when you show up at the bread house, you see that very same elderly gentleman standing out front, leaning against the wall right next to the door.
That was pretty cool.
I'm a wizard.
I'm just gonna hand him the orb. Can you tell me what this is? You can come inside.
Sure, let's go inside. Do you have a key, or do you know the people
Nope.
who live here?
Nope. Just walk on in.
Okay.
Yeah, we just go wherever.
He just opens the door and walks in. Is there a glyph on the door?
Nope.
Okay, so he just walks right on in into the middle of your guys' living room. I assume you're all just chilling in the living room?
We went to get renovations.
Yeah, we left.
That's right.
That's what we were doing while they were doing that. Or
Well, no,
however
no.
you wanna do it.
That all took place at the
That-
same time
yeah,
as you
yeah.
guys smashing the shit out of the kitchen.
Okay.
So,
We were gonna head out to do that whenever. So
Okay, well
that
then
was.
we'll say that you guys would have just left like right before they showed up. So like 2 ships in the night, you guys passed each other and didn't see each other or something.
Wave to the wizard. Hello, strange person on our porch.
Yeah, he's just hanging out and he's like, "Hello."
So, you said one on either side and then just building straight up?
Hey,
I don't know if they're going to let us do that, but
that's
I really
why
want.
we just build. We go straight up and then one out on the second floor. That way we don't really take up any more space. We're just kind of growing our land right above.
It's like a dick on stilts.
Hey.
Got it.
Said God.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
He's playing Fesco, obviously.
With the beds and everything actually being fixed, we don't really need anything for the house, do we? I'd say we will go to the carpenter and get him to install some bars on the windows and a bar lock for the front door. And that way when we leave the house, we can be assured that it's safe.
Okay. So, for the sake of brevity, we'll say that you haggled him down to 12 silver pieces in order to do all the work and get it all done. His asking price was
Fix the
his
floor.
asking price was 30. I'm assuming you had a rolled persuasion to talk him down, and that's how I arrived there.
But I'd also like to double that and say I want to bomb-proof this house. I don't want to replace the front door with steel doors.
Oh yeah, no, they only do bomb-proof.
Okay.
This is the same guy
Bomb-proof.
that you had make the beds, and during the conversation he's like, "Hey,
If a green dragon came down and breathed acid onto the roof of this house,
the
I
city
want it
would
to
be
run off.
destroyed, but the house would be fine."
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, totally. He knows.
Cool.
All right.
And then can you point me towards the nearest bakery?
Yeah, it's 2 blocks down that way.
Cool. I'm gonna need
Okay.
a cart.
You can borrow mine.
How big is it?
Would you like some bread?
It's pretty big.
In payment
take
for
his
the
It's like a double-sized wheelbarrow, actually. So
Yeah. Jin's got the cart. He says we're going to the
Alright.
bakery.
okay, you guys go to the bakery.
We're back.
Whoa, it's been a minute since we saw you.
Well, it takes a long time to eat that much bread.
Yeah, or for other people to eat it, get sick, and die.
That wasn't us.
You want more bread?
Yes,
How much?
I want all of the bread.
Okay, well, we're getting ready to close up for the night. How about we'll just deliver everything tomorrow morning?
Do you have bread here now?
We're a bakery, we make bread. But our shifts are about to end in 20 minutes. We can make you 20 minutes worth of bread. Or you can wait till tomorrow morning and get
Or I could pay your staff for the next few hours.
Yeah, you could do that. How many hours?
What does it take for one batch of bread?
Well, man hours is 10 silver per person per hour. Then the materials will probably run you about a gold. That's for roughly 20 loaves. So, how many loaves you want and how many hours you want to spend?
So if I gave you 50 gold right now,
Yeah, you could get a lot of bread.
okay, I'm gonna give you 50 gold right now.
Okay. Well, I see you brought a wheelbarrow.
minus-
We're not going to be able to do it right now. We'll start it now, but it's going to be a minute till it's done. So how about
no,
we'll cart it over?
yeah,
like
I'm
last
leaving
time.
the cart here. It belongs to the woodworker though, so bring it back after to him.
We'll just use our carts.
You turning your nose up at this?
No, I'm just saying I don't want to be responsible for somebody else's cart if it goes missing or something. I don't want him coming at us.
I told you where it belongs. You
Yeah,
saying
well,
you're an
we're-
irresponsible person?
I'm
Should I
just
not
saying.
trust you to make bread?
I'm just saying I'm not going to touch it, just in case if something happens to it, it's not my ass.
What if I want it to be in that cart? What if that cart's significant to me? What if there's emotional value here that you're just not seeing?
Another 10 gold.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
I got bored.
He played a game of chicken with a bread maker and he won.
I'm gonna take the cart back to the woodmaker.
Okay, you do that. And then you guys are heading back to your house?
Yeah, the bread house.
Okay, you guys walk back to the bread house, and you find Jandar sitting in a chair with his feet up on a table, assuming the position. Rylus standing nearby, and an
I
old
sneak
wizardly
off.
folk. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak off too.
Okay.
Just me by myself, but Vasco's gonna go in.
Okay. So the old wizardly looking person is sitting there at the table, just rolling his hands over, or his fingers over and over on the desk, just waiting. As you enter. As Thesco and Jin.
Only Oh, okay. I was gonna say only Thesco walks in. I
Thesco
guess
and Jin.
Thesco. Okay. I wave. Hello.
Hello.
We have another
Hello.
old wizard. Kind of old wizard.
Thank
He's
you.
doing
No
a thing.
poison.
Where's everybody else? Yeah, can we not have poison in this house anymore? Like
Nope.
we kind of got our ear off from Renya. Oh yeah, by the way, Renya's gone.
But Renya was our basement dungeon buddy.
Yeah,
She was trying to find a farm and a farm
Don't-
boy.
don't really get that reference. Is that like something that happened?
Well, we were in a dungeon and we found her there.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you could get her back, that'd be great. Because we really need like a steward. Because
Well, we have some bread coming here, so I should probably wait around for that.
more bread.
How much bread?
Is the house clean of poison? Like we can't have another breadocalypse. Like it is not okay. We lost some people from the city. It's not like
I mean, only
Only-
3, right? It's not
I don't
that
know anymore.
Yeah,
Math isn't my strong suit.
three's not that much. They were probably of the common folk.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't
Alright,
be like
so-
father.
Sorry.
I mean, technically, Rylus, you caused. We could actually up that count to 4, and
What?
you caused 25% of that. Because you commanded that old man, and he died.
I look at the wizard and hope that he just didn't hear this.
He is not paying attention. His eyes actually seem to be slightly glazed over.
Frodo. Frodo.
Aren't you a knight?
Frodo.
I'm just gonna wander into the back.
I'm gonna go look at the old guy.
You're looking at the old wizard. Yeah, he's just an old wizard sitting there. His eyes are kind of glazed over a little bit, and he's just rolling his fingers along the table.
I'm gonna
Wait,
poke.
isn't he looking at the ball?
Yeah,
Nope.
the orb.
Not currently.
Oh.
I'm gonna give him the orb.
He's not paying attention.
Do I notice that he's just being a weird, creepy old wizard?
Make an insight check.
Inside.
Yeah, not being a creepy old wizard, focused on something.
I'm gonna go poke him.
Okay, you poke him. His eyes seem to clear up, and then he just looks you dead in the face, and he's like, "Yes."
Hey, buddy. You seemed
Hi.
kind of somewhere else.
I was scrying. What's up?
Oh. What's that?
It's a spell which allows me to see anywhere in the world.
Where were
Oh.
you looking? That's pretty cool.
Not here. Why?
I mean, where were you looking?
Make a persuasion check.
Before I roll this, this is our town, my brother's town. You are our court wizard, are you not? Are you friendly to the Marivaldi house?
I am the head wizard in the Mages Guild. Not
fair enough.
necessarily a court wizard.
When did the Mages Guild get set up? I didn't know we had a Mages Guild.
About
Yeah,
5
yeah.
months ago.
Do you have the proper permit?
Yeah.
Wait, 5 months ago.
Signed by a Marivaldi?
The steward.
I mean, how much word does a steward matter when they are no longer in the town?
Guess it doesn't.
All right, well, you seem like a likable fellow. I'd be willing to sign these. Sorry, yes, brother?
What's your name, wizard? A wizard forgetting his name? That's odd.
No, I forgot his name. Hold on. Son of a bitch. Nope.
I'm happy you caught the $1 million. I was hoping someone would.
His name is Aka.
And how do you spell that?
A-K-A.
No.
Even
Was he from
Rylas can
Chult
spell
too, by
that.
chance?
Sorry?
That was mean. No.
From Cholt? No, he doesn't have dark skin.
Okay.
Nice. Well, you seem like a reasonable person.
Thank
I
you.
was insight checking, right?
Were you? I thought that was from before.
No, I was asking.
Oh, no, you were supposed to make a persuasion check. And
Oh,
then you started this
persuasion,
line of
yeah.
dialogue. Because you're
Yeah.
trying to persuade him to tell you where he was scrying.
Correct.
Okay. He just kind of looks you deadpan in the face, goes, I was looking somewhere else. What do you want?
Well, that's not really helpful.
Yeah, that's interesting. You can tell me something. Can you tell me what this orb?
Sure. Just kind of reaches out, grabs it, kind of holds it in his hand. You see his eyes go completely cloudy again.
As soon as they go cloudy, I want to look at Jandar and be like,
Pants him.
there's a Mages Guild. What are you ready to do?
You hear this voice, very familiar, given that it was in the conversation 5 seconds ago, say, I can still see you.
Dad, that's awkward.
A little bit. Now, peace and quiet for like 5 seconds, please. Okay, it's gonna take me a minute. Peace and quiet for a minute, please.
I
And
just
he
thumbs up
goes-
him.
starts casting a spell.
I'm gonna go into my medallion. I think Renya did some bad things.
Yeah, it's not great.
What other guilds do we have if we have a Mages Guild?
Really good question.
Roughly a minute goes by before you hear, I have almost answers for you.
Almost answers?
Yeah, what do you want first, the good news or the bad news?
I like a little bit of both.
Okay. But you could try to use it. That's half and half.
Well, that's not helpful. Could you just start with the bad news then?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's magic and I don't know what it does.
Okay.
Wait. How do you not know what it does?
What's the good news?
My spell doesn't allow me to... Or normally, and I could figure out what anything magical does, but for some reason it's blocking it.
Ooh. I have a question, and I feel like a smart boy for asking it.
Okay.
Does your magic stop at this plane? We were kind of in like a different realm recently.
Yeah, generally I have to look at something that's on this plane in order to detect what it does.
What
you
if
go.
you had to lick an aboleth to get them?
But this is on this plane, so my magic should still work.
But if it didn't come from this plane?
that's no matter. I've seen many of things from all kinds of different places. I once saw this little beetle from the Fey realm. Super cool. So it was like almost like a beetle made out of gold, right? And it was completely inanimate, and I, was able to identify it. And it turns out, no, but it turns out that if you cast a particular spell on this particular beetle, it comes alive. But I was able to detect that, and it's from the Fey realm, so I don't see why this would be any different.
What about the Far realm?
What?
I've never seen something specifically from the Far realm, but I don't see why the magic would be any different than this.
But that's it.
Yeah, this is from there. Do you know what an aboleth?
Aboleth.
Thank you, brother.
All educated men know what an aboleth is. They were here before the gods. They were the original denizens of this plane. They
don't taste good either.
They came through from the Far realm trying to take over the Prime Plane and, be gods themselves. And then the gods came and were like, no, we're gods. You guys go back to wherever you came from. So they were all banished back to the Far realm. Legends say that if you kill one, it just becomes reborn with all of its ancestors' memories and all of its memories. And that's why you can't really ever kill one.
I met a really cool one named Gardock. He's a pretty nice guy. He gave us that ball and this chain, and I hold up the chain.
He reaches out, touches the chain for a second. You see his eyes go cloudy. Chain. He's holding onto it. Are you forcefully taking it?
No.
Okay, so he's holding onto it. Eyes go cloudy for a second, goes, that's a chain of returning. You attach that to something, you throw it at it. For a bonus action in combat, you can pull it right on back.
Thanks, Meta Wizard.
No problem.
What's
I already knew that because I did that last episode.
What is an episode?
You said good news. What's good news?
The good news is you could try and use it.
And how?
I'm not sure.
Brother. Well, you're no help then.
Is there anyone else you might know that might know about this?
Unlikely. I've never met another wizard older than I am.
Well, anybody else have any input?
On the other upside, with me here, if anything goes wrong, I can fix it. I'm a wizard.
Can we get the knight to touch it? Is that a thing?
I'm in the other room.
Theoretically.
Well, this is more of a rhetorical question.
What would you do to this to get it to activate? Like throw it on the ground or cast a spell on it? Or
probably wouldn't throw it on the ground. I'm not sure. Play around with it. Maybe you'll find something. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, Thesco!
He wouldn't say that if he knew how many people got poisoned in that house.
What makes you think he doesn't know?
Yeah.
He's been here for 5 months.
So, Wizard, has any other guilds, popped up here?
You asking Thesco?
No, I'm asking the Wizard.
Oh,
the Wizard.
Sorry, I thought you said Thesco. I was like, why would he know that? Anyway, the Wizard says, well, there's a Carpentry Guild, there's a Stoneworkers Guild, there's the Bards Guild, there's the Ladies of the Night, there's the Mages Guild. So that's 5?
That all happened in the last 5 months?
Yeah. Basically, the stewardess thought that...
Pro-union.
Well, the problem is too many people were getting in too many scuffles with each other and then not going through the proper legal channels, apparently, over the last 10, 15 years or so, and it was leading to all kinds of chaos. So, they organized things so that if there's ever a dispute, they just go to their guild head, and then their guild head would talk to the other guild head and figure out a way to make it work without, bugging the lord of the city, as it were, as he's looking at Jandar.
And you
I have an
mean
idea.
by that you mean circumventing the lord of the city?
Oh no, it's mandatory that we
amend.
send a paperwork trail with it wherever it goes. Everything gets documented.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
And completely under the, I wouldn't say supervision, but basically if you see anything that you don't like it, you call both of us in and it gets repealed right back. The Lord has
Oh.
pure disclosure over what happens. This just takes something out of his hands so he doesn't have to be as hands-on. But he gets a report, or the stewardess, I guess, gets a report. I guess you would get the report now?
Yeah, stewardess is gone.
Yeah,
She abandoned her duty.
I think that's treason in some states.
Not
Countries.
here, though. We liked Renya. She did good. Right, brother? Fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I get.
nice meeting you. You're the head of the guild here?
I am.
Well, that's impressive. I like you. You seem like a reputable fellow.
I'm the
If you ever
oldest.
have problems, well,
That's how it's
Yeah,
done
that-
with mages.
if you ever have any issues,
Age,
you can
knowledge, same thing with mages, so.
come talk to us. But you
Okay.
can go now.
Okay. Let me know if you want to mess with the orb. I'll be around. He just kind of
No,
gets
no.
up and walks away.
I'd like to come back.
Okay. So, like, as he's stepping through the front door, you're, like,
Mhm.
walking up to the door. He, like, nods and, like, moves out of your way.
Hello, strange person.
Oh, hello. I'm Akka.
Are you?
I am. Are you trying to fish for an insight roll? Because you can if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is.
Oh, okay. Good enough. Bye, Akka.
Goodbye. And he walks away.
So,
before you
weird
enter
idea,
the house,
guys.
before you enter the house, you notice him start to walking and then slowly comes off the ground before flies off.
Doesn't phase me. Guys, I have an idea.
Walk in saying this.
Let's get some horses. Ride off. Go back to that place that we heard that there was a green dragon. Slay a dragon for breakfast tomorrow morning. Then I polymorph one of its babies. And we put it in the basement to guard our sewer. And then we can put our treasure down there. Green dragons are lawful evil creatures. If we raise one, it could be our treasure hoard guardian. I was
Seem to know a lot about dragons.
I know a lot about treasure.
That's the best idea ever.
And I thought it was an upgrade for the house that it's, you can't really buy it.
What? I think you'd want to put the dragon at the keep.
But we have a sewer.
You do have a sewer.
But it
Oh
could
yeah,
get anywhere in Visgate.
that's true too.
Well, I
don't
only
really
saw one
wanna-
exit.
I mean, then if we would, I like your idea. It has what they call pizzazz. But
I
Good
will
job,
give
brother.
you-
Using it correctly. Pizzazz.
I
Good
will
job.
give you 100 gold right now if you can tell me what pizzazz means.
pizzazz means you take some zazz and put it in the puh.
My money is safe.
Shit. Well,
You
good
did good,
thing I didn't
Rylas,
bet
for
you.
part of it.
it sounded right. Was I wrong on that part? Sounded
So
right.
dragons, right?
Well, hold on. Dragons are big. The sewer is not very big.
Well, if we have a small dragon, it'll only get as big as its surroundings, right?
Is that how
I don't know
dragons work?
dragons.
I actually
Is that how
don't know
dragons work?
that.
I mean,
I
like,
don't.
my understanding of sewers is there's doors. So it can only get as big as a gate?
Yeah.
How about we don't bring a dragon into the city?
All right, but can we go slay that one outside the city?
I mean, a dragon outside the city sounds like a bad thing.
We need to find Renya.
Wait,
Kinda.
wait. You want to take over some cities? We're doing this wrong.
We should ride the dragon.
You need dragons, plural. If we go into that green dragon's nest and steal its babies, we can raise them as fighting dragons. And then we
That.
can-
I like
is a
this.
good idea.
Sounds like a great plan.
So we need a building we can use as a dragon pen.
Well, we're back to the dragon den.
Well, we bolster the grates on all the sewers, and then we just tell people don't go into the sewers.
What about the people that need to clean the sewers?
The dragons will do it.
Will they?
Put another gelatinous cube in there.
At this point, Kel takes a break from chewing on his onion and looks up and goes, maybe we... Because the... wouldn't work, but if... then it... You know?
Kel, are you having a stroke? Does it smell like poisoned bread?
No. Okay, sorry, what I meant was... if you've got small ones, and you're raising them, that'll be good, because, like, they'll know you, and they'll trust you. You can be like,
Yeah.
It's mommy. But... how much time do you have to wait for them to grow up real big? Because, like,
Depends on how long we stay in the far realm.
it would seem to me that they would have to be, like, really big.
We have all the
And,
time in the world if we take all of our soldiers and provision them and then march them
Seems
into
like
the
a
far
very
realm.
elaborate plan.
Yeah, that's
Invasions
way
are
too
like
much work.
that.
Oh,
know-
and then you just wait there for like a day, and it's been like it's 24 hours in a day, so it'll be like 200 years will have passed.
I don't think
The
the
math-
kingdoms will all
math-
still be in the same spot after that.
Math.
No.
The math checks out to me. You
That's
know what
just
I
gonna
say?
walk over and
I
pass
say
out.
we just go to Trellis and set up a new Trellisian government.
We need someone to. You know what? I was thinking. Why don't we just have the guilds run the city as a council, and I'll be the head of the council, and they'll take care of the city.
What happened to Renya?
She's
Yeah,
gone.
She's
What
gone.
a farm boy.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to try to find her, cause she wanted farm. Yeah, farm boy.
Oh, you
Apparently
guys
y'all
lost
are-
Renya. She was the
apparently y'all
smartest
are-
person in the city. I'm
Apparently
leaving
y'all are
again.
Dungeon buddies.
Okay. You walk outside the house, and
I look up and down the street. Is there a horse? Does anyone own a horse here?
there are 2 horses attached to your cart that is still out front.
I'm gonna take one of those horses.
Okay.
I'm heading for the front gate.
Okay. We will come back to that. Lauren, during this entire time, you went off to do something.
Yep. I went off to try to find a nice place to pray.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, so somewhere in the middle of the city, you find a kind of secluded-looking garden with a man-made pond. Looks like pretty good spot.
Just rolling guidance as well.
And then you want to pray. Go ahead and make a religion check. Add your guidance.
And then let me do this before you tell me. Ooh. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna use my lucky.
Okay. So make another roll.
Yeah, just another religion, yeah?
Yeah.
Or is it a 1d20?
No, it's another religion check. And you only take the left number.
Oh!
And
Thank goodness gracious.
add your d4.
I mean, do I need it?
It makes a difference.
Okay. That's so much better. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Everybody headphones off until I type in Discord to put them back on. Except for Bob, obviously. You leave them on. Taylor? Headphones off until I type out in Discord to put them back on. Okay. So, as you kind of find a nice secluded spot to kind of relax and do your praying, you pray, and you hear a familiar and comforting sound of a thunder crash off in the distance. And a voice creeps into your mind and says, "You've been gone for too long."
Too long?
It's been months. Why have you not spoken?
My soul, it was trapped. My knight, he got it back for me.
That must be why I couldn't reach you.
Indeed, I was in the darkness.
You disappeared. Completely. Had you have died, you would have joined me in my hall. But you went completely off the grid, as it were. Well, our plans have escalated. I need you to do something. One of my other champions has gone missing, and I need you to take up his quest. In the north of this land, you'll find an old man. I need you to make him remember who he is.
Aye.
There's another familiar crash of thunder. And you find yourself sitting in the glade.
In the glade?
The small, park area glade kind of thing that you got going on there. It's like a man-made kind of, like a park, but with lots of trees and shit. It's called a glade.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get up from there, kind of in a daze, I guess, because it's been a while.
Sure.
And then kind of just that took a long time for them to do stuff, so
Yep.
It probably is going to take me a hot minute to find my way back.
Sure. So you're just kind of meandering, you're not really taking your time, but you're not putting it to a pace. Got it.
Yeah, I'm kind of just in my own head.
Okay. Gabriel, you're
Yo.
galloping on your horse, and you make it to the front, the main entrance of Visgate, which exits to the south.
I call the guard and ask, "Did you see Renya? Did she pass through here?"
Renya, she's the stewardess?
Yeah.
No, she hasn't come through here.
You sure?
I think so. Am I in trouble?
Not yet.
Okay.
So I don't see her at all, do I? Oh, by the way, is it still light out?
It is rapidly approaching dark. It's about 7 o'clock now. You can see one of the moons slowly starting to peek out as the sun's going down.
Anybody else on the road? Do I see her at all?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
No, you do not see her, but you do see a woman yelling at two children playing in the street, telling them to get inside because it's time for dinner and then bed.
Okay. Just a random woman?
Yep.
Guard, if you see Renya,
Yeah.
tell her Gabriel asked very nicely, please visit us at the bread house before leaving.
Very well. Will do.
I'm going to go to a different gate.
Okay. You go to the east, west, or north gates. There are 4.
Let's do the rounds. East.
Okay. Shall we say that you're going to go east, north, then west, and before you make it home?
I'm
Repeating
going
the
to
same
look
thing?
for her and then repeat the same
Okay.
thing.
Make 3 more perception checks. Okay.
I guess it's getting darker out, so that makes sense that it
Yeah,
fades.
exactly. You think you see her at the north gate, but as you ride up to her, you find it's just some like teenage boy with a hood up over his head, as he was putting some mail into a mailbox, as he put it. Your passive insight would tell you he was trying to steal, and you busted him.
I thought he was speaking in cant.
No, he was not.
Okay. I have to do some of that myself.
Indeed.
Okay. I visited all the gates. I'll return to the bread house.
Okay. You arrive back at the bread house at roughly the same time that Aloran does.
I rebridle the horse to the cart and go back inside.
All right.
I follow him in.
Okay. Then you are all in the middle of the bread house.
Hello, lawyer, my lords.
Couple
Hello.
minutes later,
And
You
I
hear
don't know
pounding
what
on the
monks' titles have. Do they have titles?
I'm just Rylus.
Not
Yes.
you.
Does anyone have a map?
I meant the monk. Do monks have titles? I always feel like I'm underselling it.
did he put his headphones
Just
back
shit.
on? Oh, he did. Okay. I was like, did he still have them off? I can't tell with the lights off. There's a knocking at the door, by the way.
I'll go answer.
Okay. You don't recognize the person.
There's someone at the door. Does anyone know
Upon
this
saying
person?
that, 3 people in the room immediately recognize him as the baker. He has
Excellent.
arrived.
Bring it in.
Same place
What?
as last
Oh.
time?
Bread.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes, okay.
there's
Over the
no,
next- Over the next 20 minutes or so,
Okay,
they
yeah.
offload wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow of a fuck ton of bread.
This is our brain food, boys. We're gonna come up with a strategy.
I'm just gonna pick up a piece of bread and start eating it.
Yeah,
After
me too.
after they leave, 8 seconds goes by before there's another knock at the door.
I'll get the door again, but this time eating bread.
You do not recognize the young woman standing in front of you with a box.
There's another person at the door.
Gabriel, you do recognize the woman as the tailor that you visited earlier in the evening.
Excellent. Is this is to my specifications?
As much as detail as I could fit in that you told me. So
Excellent.
here you go.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'm gonna start handing them out. Everybody gets a cloak.
And she leaves.
Right. What is the cloak?
Take a look for yourself.
Feel free
God,
to describe as
Take
you
the
will.
wheel.
No, you can describe it however you want.
No. I already told you everything.
Alright, fine. Let me just flip open Discord on my phone, because I can't do it on stream.
Oh, I didn't know if it would mess my stuff up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, if I switch, then it'll change, like, all the cams are in one conversation, so if I click the button, it'll change all the cams to just text.
Oh. Got
It'll
it.
be our conversation sporadically through all the cam spots. Anyway, you get road cloaks that have a tailored stitching across the shoulders that says Sewer Team 6.
Oh, hell yes.
If you stretch the cloak over yourself, where over your breast pocket would be, it says nothing, but there is a picture of a loaf of bread. Derek, you didn't give me colors, so I don't know what colors they are, but you can elaborate.
Road cloaks are usually black.
Yeah, but they'll do colors.
I could retcon any color here.
Sure.
For meta, you guys have a preference? How about done in the colors of the city flag? Fair?
Okay.
Fair.
And we'll specify that in the future when they decide to have a flag.
Well, we
Oh,
have.
They do have colors.
Oh, they have a house color?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So is it? Well, I guess it'd be Jandar's.
It would be
It's
Jandar's,
minor.
not yours.
Minor inverted.
Yeah, mine are the.
What colors are
I'd have to go.
I'd have to look
I'm
back.
looking right now too.
they?
Black and red, I think. I don't know.
I think.
I just didn't
think
know
it
if they were
was-
like really.
I think it was
vibrant
majority black. His was red. Mine was majority red, with highlights of black. I don't.
Black,
Something like
yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
colors. Yeah, then that works. 'cause
We'll
then they're
check it
black
and
with
do it
tons of
later.
red.
Not a big deal.
Whatever.
Sweet. Okay, black with red stitching then.
And
Yeah,
I will
perfect.
get back to you, Derek, on how much that'll cost later, depending on the other thing that we didn't.
Yep.
Didn't want to hold up the show for it, so that happens. So you guys now have road cloaks and bread.
Oh, stoked.
There we go. Now we have everything we need.
I hope this is high quality cloak, like the
Oh, I
most
didn't
expensive
skip.
you could afford. Okay.
It was. It was.
Oh yes, it was.
Okay. So you guys are looking to expand. Right.
I kind of got a mission to. And I just
Okay.
kinda look at the ground and kind of scratch my head. I just kind of talk to my god.
Oh. Was it a pleasant conversation?
I'm
Did
going to
you say
sit down
hi?
on that couch I had
Hi.
commission.
Indeed.
Did you say hi from all of us?
It's from the sorts.
Oh.
You
really?
I
Really?
said you guys all saved my soul, so there's
So
that.
that's a bonus in his books, I guess.
Indeed.
It's not one of those evil gods by chance, right?
Is he like Gerdak? He was quite nice.
Does he have tentacles too? Does your god have tentacles?
What's your mission?
Sorry, your mission. And apologies. We get a little carried away in House Marvaldi.
It's true.
So, I have to take my quest. North of this land, we have to talk to an old man. And we have to make him remember who he is. That's kind of all I got.
You talking about
Well-
Kel again?
Who is he?
I don't know.
Well, how are we supposed to help him remember who he is without?
I will
knowing?
know when I get there. Put it down.
So do you
How
have
far
like
north?
a radar? Is it in Trellis? That would be like
Oh,
great. That would correspond
Trellis.
with our plans greatly.
Have you ever been religious, my friend?
I mean, I
It's
tried
not
praying
really like
once.
It's not like an all-knowing compass.
Oh, my god just tells me to war or conquest. We follow.
I mean,
Exactly. It's not really
I,
specific. It's kind of.
I raised my arm, my left arm. Is that religion?
I looked at Gabriel. Did you happen to get a map? I don't think you did.
I didn't think of that. But we should.
I'm gonna check the time. What time is it?
But now it's 7:30.
Is anything open? Would I know that?
No, you would have seen
I
when you were
think we have
coming
a
back.
map.
Most places were closing.
I think we have a map up in the manor.
Yeah, we do.
I mean,
Hey, can
we've
you
been
show me?
planning conquest of this country for.
I want to
we
see
take
I
what's.
assume we'd have a map of it.
Let's take it with us.
If not, draw a map from the map.
Who's good at drawing? I'm
This guy.
I'm good at signing, not drawing. Yeah, I think he coughed too. Are you okay? It was very
Hey.
quiet. That was
Hey.
interesting.
I had to cut the comms there. Don't you you're kind of the lord. Can't you just commission that to somebody?
It's like 7:30. I don't really go around the town that much. I normally tell people to get stuff. So.
Aye, but tomorrow.
I
Oh,
have
tomorrow.
magnificent
Tomorrow
text
we
there.
can get a map.
I can just go copy it now.
Wait.
No, wait. I want to stay here in case anybody else shows up.
Are you waiting for someone?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I can. You know what? Let's go. I think I'll get Hillard to get someone for us.
I'd like to at least see it. I just kind of want to know.
Okay. Oh, and guys, the wizard said the orb.
Hmm?
We should try to use it, but be careful.
Try to use it when.
Never heard.
It's magic, but he doesn't know what it does.
I've never heard
I
a
can
wizard
try
say.
it. I'm a knight.
Right.
And you just Tesco walks over and grabs it.
Okay, make an
Please be
Arcana check.
careful with that.
What?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Hold on.
There's no
Someone takes
use
a step
magical
back.
item check in 5e. Otherwise, I would have had you roll that. So Arcana's the closest I can get.
Arcana for Thesco, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh baby.
Yes. Okay, so the third roll finally gets it.
That's double criticals, by the way.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Thesco, fuck yes. Okay, so you pick up this orb and you look at it, and your eyes kind of get lost in it for a second. And you can see this swirling white something within the orb that just starts swirling a little bit faster. And then it stops, and it starts to break apart into thousands of little white dots within this black infinite space. You feel yourself drawn closer and closer until you push your face right up against it, and you can see into this infinite black with just little spots of white everywhere. And then you find yourself closing your eyes, and when you open them again, you're not holding an orb, you're just holding your hands in front of your face, and you look around, and there is just nothing but blackness and just little white dots everywhere. It's in this moment that you kind of feel a little bit frightened that you're both nothing and everything all at the same time.
I am night.
And you hear the echoing throughout whatever space this is. You see infinite possibilities. You see every past, every possible outcome, every future. You see yourselves as a group, Sewer Team 6, adventuring up to a green dragon and slaying it, and then stealing its babies and running back and training them. You see yourselves dying to the dragon. You see yourselves climbing up a mountain in the snow before freezing on the side of the mountain and falling and shattering into 1,000 million pieces. You see yourselves standing in a field while there's rain coming down, and the rain eventually builds up into an ocean. And then you see a ship with a Lauren on it, and it crashes into all of your friends, knocking them all down like bowling balls. These are just a couple of the fragments, but you can see it's pretty fucking random. You see everything. And then, like a flash, you find yourself standing in the room, holding this ball with a swirling white energy, as Gabriel and Aloran walk into the room and then proceed to have a discussion about how Aloran had a vision from his god.
I want to retcon that to so when I'm saying I am night is when I'm coming out of the trance.
Sure. But you
I am
come out,
night.
you say that as Aloran is in the middle of discussing
Yeah.
what he had done previous.
Okay.
Everybody else, there's been no change except for that orb Jandar that you had is now in Thesco's hands. Couple of feet over to your left.
Oh, you didn't see me take it?
You rewound time 12 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I said that. I'm gonna
So
walk
literally
over-
everything that happened didn't happen.
Right, I'm gonna
For
walk
12
over
seconds.
Jandar and then just kind of like slowly hand this back. I'm gonna give this to you. You might want to take it. It's kind of powerful. I think I just like rewound time.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
You know what time is?
Me or him?
Thesco.
Okay. Save, you said?
Con saved.
Okay.
So
I have
right as he...
5, right?
14.
14? Okay,
Yeah, he
so
gave it to me.
right as he finishes that sentence, you look at Thesco and he doesn't look so great. Skin went green. And he's like,
As I hand it away.
Yeah, as you hand it away, you throw up a little bit in your mouth and it starts to dribble down. You're like, oh.
That's called throwing up. You just
Yeah,
let it
that's
out.
not called reversing time.
I definitely reverse time.
I mean, you reverse time on your stomach.
Trust me.
Something about his
I try to like look in everyone's eyes.
Gabriel,
like,
inside
very, very narrowly.
Because I caught that. Yeah, you don't know. It's hard to read.
Well, I mean,
I try to be serious when I say it.
we know it's important, and we know that he thinks he traveled in time. So, heavy
And
magic.
Then he puked.
That's a terrible way.
It's strong magic. I literally, I saw myself become nothing and everything. I know it sounds crazy.
Did we give him the other
Would Thesco
key?
know that sounds crazy? Probably. Whatever. You know.
I mean,
Sorry, Raz, go ahead.
enough from now.
Yeah. It's been a couple of days. You would know that sounds crazy.
I'd like to
I've
go
seen it.
stand-
I've seen some crazy.
Yeah.
I'd like to stand beside Jin and ask him if he gave Thesco any of his mushrooms.
Not recently.
Hmm.
Have you had any flashbacks? I haven't. Like, is that a thing?
I hope not. Huh.
All right, fair enough. Well, yeah, he traveled in time. Let's just believe him.
I mean, I guess.
How did you use it? What do you do to use it?
Same as the orb when we were in the keep that you just newly acquired. I thought deeply into it with all of my knightly heart. And I try to be really sincere when I say that.
It sounds right to me.
What the hell's a 1d2?
Wind flip,
Yep.
Oh, gotcha. For what?
That
believe me.
yeah. That's
Oh,
I gotta.
that would be an insight check. It's not.
Well, okay, insight then.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna-
if he's flipping a coin, like literally flipping a coin, he can.
Yeah, leave
damn
it
it.
50-50.
okay, there's a 13 then.
It's hard to read.
Yeah. Well, I just couldn't put the orb away then.
Okay.
All right, Lauren, we're going to go get a map.
Aye.
I would like to go.
You
with
know,
him.
sometime I could look at that orb for you too. Maybe tell you what my knight kind of saw. I don't know. He's kind of crazy. I don't know what you've kind of, brought him into since
I
I've
mean,
been gone.
at this point in time, we know him better than you know him.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
He's a pretty good fella. You might as well
Hey.
trust him.
Not the smartest person.
Yeah.
Not smart, but
I
I
like him.
didn't have much time to train
good
him or
company.
teach him
good
words or
company.
life. I told him like literally one sentence. I said, "Don't die. Keep your friends alive, and you're a knight." That's it.
At this point, Kel's sitting there. He just kind of goes, "I want to time travel."
Let's
gonna throw it to
let's
Kel.
see that map.
I'll give the orb to Cal because like I don't want to mess with that orb. I'm just gonna give it to Cal.
God.
He just holds it.
He's
Stares
I
at
don't
it.
know. He's gonna go find his past somehow.
Oh, he looks at it. Did it work?
Yes, Kel. And I'm gonna take the orb and put it in my bag.
Okay.
I feel like you are very close to greatness there.
He has a -1 to Arcana. I mean,
I know. I just pat him on the head as we walk out to go
Alright.
get the map.
I'm looking for hearth firewood. Did we have some inside or no?
you have a whole kitchen full. Whole
Okay.
kitchen.
Yeah,
full.
that was my backup plan. I rip up those floorboards
I mean,
we
there
cracked up
there
and
are
put them
there
in the
is
hearth.
They're
also
ripped up.
there is actually logs within the hearth as well, though, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'll stoke it with some of the floorboards and just light a fire. It's getting evening.
I would kind of like to. This is something that when they go to find like a map, I would like.
Are they
To go
going
to
to find a
someone
map?
else.
Because right now Gabriel just lit a fire in the house.
Yeah,
Well,
but you
I
guys were
thought-
leaving, so
Yeah, we're
You were
leaving.
and I was
We're
going.
not finding a map. We're just looking at the map. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
in-
Well, will
in
they go
the
do that?
banner or
Okay.
I guess.
Sure.
I just want to go to the mages.
So whoever's all leaving to leave the house, you guys all exit the house, and I'll say, Rylas, you go off to wherever you're going, while everybody else goes off to where they're going. Where do you want to go, Rylas?
I was gonna say I wanted to go to the mages guild to see if they sold things.
Okay. Yeah. You haven't been around in the city for a little while. Make a
I'll
perception
ask a
check.
guard. I'll ask
Oh,
a
okay.
guard.
You go up.
Throw down that military
the-
rank. Be like, hello, I'm back.
You go
Where
to
are
the
these
nearest
guilds?
guard, and they're just like, oh, it's in the center district. It's not too far from the manor. You know where that is. It's about 3 blocks west. Can't
Thank
miss
you.
it. It's the only
a
building
good
that's
one.
like 4 stories. Yep, see ya.
Only building that's 4 stories.
Yep.
As I walk away from him saying that, I want to say, I wonder how they got the permits through.
So, you make your way to the kind of mage area. It is a fenced off, for lack of a better word, it's like a lawn with a gigantic stone tower in the center, which has like this weird effect as you get closer to it. It shrinks.
The tower shrinks?
Yeah. So when you get right up to it, it looks like it's only about 2 stories tall.
That's fine. I'm just gonna be like, that's...
Yeah.
Alright.
But it's
Just go to the door.
a stone tower, so you walk through the gate and walk up to the door and knock on the door.
Indeed I do.
A familiar old man opens up the door and goes, "Oh, you're...
Aka! How are you, my friend?
I'm not bad. How are you?
I have a question for you.
Would you like to come in?
Sure. Why not?
Come on in.
Thank you.
You're welcome." Closes the door behind you and goes and sits at a desk at the front. What can I do for you?
What I'm making my rounds to all of the guilds, and I would like to take account of what they do. While Renya
Sure.
set you all up, she has left, and we just don't know what you do. Do you sell things? Do you just do wizardly stuff in our city? Like, what benefit do you give to Visgate is basically what I'm getting.
It's quite a broad bunch of questions. I'll sum it up by
Yeah.
saying we kind of safeguard and protect the city from all magical means.
I like
we inventory, catalog, sometimes sell any magical items, artifacts, weapons, armor, shields,
Are you
etc.
currently selling any?
We have some.
What do you have? Sorry, I like a good bargain. But
Well,
continue.
we've got a ring, we've got an amulet, we've got this really weird rock, and we've got this pole arm,
What
kind
do
of
they
halberd
do?
looking
Do you
thing.
know?
Oh yeah, I know what every single one of them does except for the rock.
Ooh, I like a mist.
Yeah.
But what are the other ones? Surprise me.
Do you want me to show you all of them?
If we have time. You're not busy, are you? I'm not.
No,
I've-
I'm not.
like I said, I'm making the rounds.
Okay. He turns around and grabs a chest, which is a small chest, about this big. Very, very small. About the size of a 6-inch Subway sandwich. Sets it down on the counter and then opens up the lid so it's facing towards you and goes, "Reach on in. Make sure you're thinking of one of the things I mentioned."
Does it have to be one of the things? My mind tends to wander.
If it's not, then you won't find anything.
Okay.
Such is the nature of a
Um,
bag of holding.
How many things did you say it was? Oh, it's a bag of holding.
There is a ring. There is a rock. There is a tablet. There is a necklace, and there is a halberd.
Okay, so in the order you said them, that's what
Okay.
they are. I'm rolling a d5 because I don't think Rylas could make up his mind.
Okay. One is a
Ooh.
ring.
I
Okay.
think of the ring, I guess. It just pops into my head.
Okay, so as you reach in and you pull out this ring, it's kind of a large ring. And you pull that, and it goes, ah, yeah, somebody brought that by. They found it on the toe of an ogre. It's an ogre toe ring.
Ugh.
It's
I
magical,
smell
though.
it.
It smells like ogre
Ew.
toe.
Ew.
It
Very well.
resizes. If you put your finger in it, it'll resize around your finger. It's
I do it
magic.
just for shits and giggles.
So as you like move it, it goes shk and hugs to your finger. You pull it off and goes shk.
Very cool. Is that all it
magic.
does?
Oh no, it does other stuff.
Very well. And I just put it off to the side.
Okay.
And this your treasure chest.
Bag of holding.
Fine. Bag of hold. Is it for sale?
It can be.
And how much?
80 gold.
I look at him and I slide him 90 gold because I can't
Okay.
keep it.
He takes the chest, turns it, and then just dumps it right next to him, and you see a halberd fall out, a rock, a tablet, and a necklace. And then he kind of turns it back towards you and goes, do you want it still as a chest, or do you want it as a bag?
What other shapes do you do? Now I'm excited.
Well, currently a chest and a bag, but really the imagination's the limit. Oh, I just got an amazing idea.
Ooh.
He takes his hand, he closes it, and goes, Nigna-dika. And sitting in front of you, you see a very realistic, lack of a better term, you. Yeah,
Like
so
small?
it's like a 12-inch Rylus action figure.
I look at him and just go, how does it work? How do I
Pull
put
the head
things in
back.
it?
Pull the head back.
And does it just like open?
He grabs the top of your scalp and pulls it back as your neck rips open, and he just opens it. He just opens it slightly and then goes, reaches in. And, oh yeah, forgot I put nothing in there. Hold on. Grabs the ring, drops it in there, closes you, and then opens you up again, and then reaches in and grabs the ring.
I take it.
Good
Hell
deal.
yeah.
All right. You have yourself a Rylus of holding.
Excellent. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Cool.
I
So
would,
we
I would
go.
also like to say I
Oh.
would like to. Sorry, I did say I was going to see the other guilds.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of go and like
I'll
introduce myself.
send you a summary later.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
No worries.
Write down
So
Riot's of holding.
yeah, you have a Rylus of holding. It's essentially a bag of holding with an enchantment on it to make it look like whatever.
Can I choose whatever I want it to look like, or is it like a wizard?
If
only?
you bring it to a powerful enough mage or somebody that knows the spell.
Can I ask him to teach me? It'll take like 5 times as long because I don't know magic.
Well, unfortunately you would never be able to pick it up. I don't think.
Okay. All right.
I'll have to check
fair
the
enough.
requirements of the spell. It requires a certain amount of stats. I'll check your stats and then check it later,
Okay.
and I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I'm done.
So we go to the other half of, well, not other half, but the larger chunk of Sewer Team 6 that is going to look at a map. You guys make it to the manor. You go into the quote-unquote war room, as Jandar's father used to call it. It's essentially just a glorified room with a big-ass table in it. The table is carved to be the shape of the continent that you guys are on. That is the map.
This is the map.
Hey, I'm
Lauren.
gonna trying to like essentially walk around the map since it's a big map and just try to generalize myself with where we are and where like we came from and just kind of try to figure shit out. So that'll probably take a minute. I don't know.
Sure. Anybody else want to do anything while he's doing that?
I'm eating bread by the fire.
But yeah, you're back at the house.
No one cares.
Okay.
I can.
Oh no, we'll get to that. Don't worry. So okay, so the rest of you, eventually, Aloran, are you drawing a map, like on parchment?
Yeah, I have a little bit left. So I'm trying to essentially I'm just trying to like make like a triangle cuz where we are now and where we came from was like east, right? So we just went pretty much west.
From the keep?
Yes.
The keep is, west of here.
Okay, so essentially from like the keep to where we are now, and then my god told me north of this land. So whatever's north of that, I kind of want to get a vague idea and draw that in there too.
Okay.
Wherever it has like a city or maybe anything that shows like where a hermit might live, anything of that nature.
Make an intelligence check. Not a save, just roll intelligence. Okay. Geographically, there's a couple of different things that are north of you. So directly north of you is Trellis. Technically, the keep is north of you, even though it's more east than north. Prissa is, west. Prissa is significantly west, but also technically north. There's the castle in the middle of the Empire, and then west of that is Domson, and north of that is Turand, and then Kurik is north of Trellis. But that's technically all that is north of you, if you were to cut the continent in half. Yeah, Kurik is Kurik. It is a smaller sized town on the northern side, on the northeast kind of corner of the continent. More central north, but a little bit still off to the west, is Turand, which is basically due west of Kurik. It's Turand.
Okay. And that's due west of Kurik.
The map that you're looking at is essentially a table version of this.
Yeah. I remember. I just was trying not to be, since we don't have one.
Yep.
I'm gonna point to Kurik and Turand and look to Jandar. So I guess I'm like, I don't know, just pointing to both of them. What do you know about these lands?
What do I know about these lands? History check it is.
Yep. I was about to say that.
As you know, I'm...
Okay.
My god... yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
As I was saying, my god told me he had a champion, and the champion went missing, so I'm taking up the quest. So whatever's north of this land here, I'm looking for an old man. So, whatever you know might help.
Okay, while being groomed to eventually become the successor of your father, you were subjected to many different kinds of social gatherings within the Empire. You have, at one point in your life, visited every major city on the entire continent. You, not infrequently, but not like frequently, but on occasion, you did go to Zessel, the seat of the Empire. You've been as far west as Stria on the very southwest tip. Specifically about Kurik and Turand. Kurik is a smaller, kind of a fishing style town on the northeast of the continent. It's primarily known for its fishing and its tough people that come from that area. It is located what could best be described as like a frozen tundra. You kind of have to be tough to live there, and especially to prosper. You remember it as being kind of terrible because when you were there for some sort of ball, there was a really, really bad storm, and you guys ended up having to stay for a couple of days because the horses... your father said that had you guys have left, the horses would have froze and died within hours. You recall going to Turand a couple of times throughout your life, more than Kurik, as it is still cold, but not temperamental, like Kurik is. So when you were in Turand, you mark the occasion by a wonderful dance that you had with the mistress of the house, the eventual leader of the house to be a young woman of dwarvish descent. One of the very few dwarves to ever leave the mountain between Turand and the castle to the southeast. As far as old men, I mean, there's old men in both. The harder old men are in Kuruk.
I'm relaying all this information to him.
Okay. It's kind of like a brief history of the two because of the 22 on history.
No, yeah. I'm just kind of nodding as I kind of like try to absorb it all in.
Sure.
And I say Trellis would be our first stop. It would be very simple, and again, this might be, we can stop there as part of. I want to see what this town really is functioning as now, or what's left of it.
I agree. I think our two paths can easily be intertwined here. Everywhere we go, we claim your flag.
Fair enough. Then we can start there and then move on. If you don't find what you need to do, we just have to get this. I have to get this town in order before I leave again.
No problem. I agree. I don't want to come back to anything worse than it already was. And I started kind of cackling. And then I'm just gonna start walking towards the front of where we came.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys leave the manor.
Because I have like my crude drawing I can add, right?
Yep. Crude map of continent.
It was pretty bad, right?
Roll performance. I'll tell you how bad.
Okay.
Surprisingly good.
So not too crude.
I mean, it's still crude, and the continent.
I'm gonna name it the not too crude map.
the continent definitely has extra shapes that you perhaps omitted, but it'll get you there. You figure.
Yeah, no, it's better than none.
Yeah. All right.
As we walk back, I'm gonna break off. I'm gonna go resupply some reagents that I need to cast some spells. And then meta note: how many are you allowing us to get? Just
as
like
much
4
as you
per
want.
spell.
Oh no, as much as you want.
I'm gonna resupply on glowing moss because that's really the only thing I use.
Okay.
So I'm gonna buy 3 more of that than anything else, but I'm gonna buy 6 of everything.
Okay. Send me a list after we're done here, and I'll give you prices for all of it.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
just going to be walking back to the bread house.
Okay. I assume you're all going to the bread house at this point? After your occasional things? So while they were out, Gabriel, you hear a small, almost subtle knock. Had you not have been waiting for it all evening, you probably would have missed it.
I let her in.
Okay. She doesn't actually step inside, but she just kind of stands there and puts her fists on her hips and looks at you and goes, "Really? I can't even go for a walk now?"
No.
What's up?
Hold on. This is me being nice.
I get
Standing an
that.
olive branch. It's just me here, unless Jin stayed. I don't remember if Jin stayed.
Did he? He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Alright. So did Kel.
Wow. It's us.
But he's asleep on some bread, so...
The lords are out. I figure that they probably tried to wrangle you into running the town for them while we go and gallivant the countryside.
Yeah. Something like that.
And you would have, in response to that, would have tried to flee the city.
No, I was just going for my nighttime walk.
Oh, well.
No, I called their bluff, because, you see, they were trying to get me to run the city while they go and take over the entire empire or something like that. And, like I told them, I was just a housemaid for Merwell,
Yeah.
and then he locked me in the basement, and then you guys rescued me, and you liberated me, and that's great, but then I had to run a city, and that's way too much responsibility. You know?
I'll stop you there. I get
just
that.
want to go and
It's
meet
not
a
what you
farm
signed
boy.
up for, right?
Exactly.
Except of all the people we've come across, you've been the least useless person we've met. You exude natural talent. So I'm offering a compromise. Stay nearby. These rich guys bleed money.
Oh,
Throwing it all over the place for no reason. Wait,
I'll be
let
nearby.
me finish. Let me
All right.
finish my
All right.
offer. There's a keep 3 days ride north of here. No one's in it. The Marivaldis own it. It's got arable land around it. If you're looking for a place that's not here, that has no one in it, and that you want to live in, you could probably stay there and farm that land. Won't cost you anything. Don't stop at the farm a day and a half ride from here that belongs to the Furbolgs. Don't do that.
Are they bad? Are they mean? Like,
No, it
Why
just
wouldn't-
belongs to them and stay off their land. That would be super
Oh.
rude of you.
I mean, I'm not trying to steal somebody's land or nothing.
Well, just say it. Don't get
I mean,
confused and stop halfway.
The offer sounds good and all that, but again, like a keep seems like too much to run out. Like, I just want to, live
I
my
only
life.
meant it as you can build a house outside of the keep, but you can live there for free. For
Gotcha.
now. If you're
Well-
looking to flee town. But
No,
I'm trying to keep you close, is what I'm saying.
look, I'm not trying to flee town, okay? Yona and Visgate are the two cities that I've known my entire life, and I really haven't even known Visgate for that long. Was born in Yona, lived in Yona. I thought I was going to marry a
Is that
farm
the one
boy
that
in
burned
Yona.
down?
No, Yona is the city that you guys originally started in.
Oh, okay.
Trellis is the one north that burned down
Got it.
after being rebuilt, after being burned down. Trellis has a terrible past. Yeah, so... Yeah, she's like, I just want to live my life, I don't plan on leaving, I got a nice place here, Fortunately, it's like 2 houses down from Hillard's, so I gotta listen to him laugh all night as he tells his wife jokes or something. I don't know what they do all the time. It's weird. Anyway, point is, I got a nice place. I'm not planning on leaving. I just don't want to run the fucking town for somebody.
I was
That's why I
trying to
created.
trick you into doing more work for us.
That's
It
why
was
I created
bad
the
form on my
guilds,
part.
man. Like, I didn't want to do all that job. Like, straight up, Hillard wasn't doing nothing. I kind of took over the job for a second and was like, Jesus, this is a pain in the ass. No wonder none of the nobles want to do this. So I created the guilds to let them police themselves. I barely had to lift a finger at that point.
Stop.
great.
Stop. I don't care about the things you're telling me. I'm going to grab her a piece of bread. I'm going to hand it to her. 2 to the left and 2 to the right if I'm looking at Hillard's house.
Left?
Good night.
Later. She just walks away.
Okay. Well, that didn't work.
Nice try.
I go and throw some more floorboards on the fire.
I love the phrasing. Roughly 20 minutes later, the rest of the gang all arrives back at the bread house.
Okay, guys. I was thinking. We're going north, right?
Hey, and I whip out
On-
my crude map.
Excellent. Okay, we should make a list between all of us of stuff we want to have for an adventure. I vote to make the wagon less boring and maybe add some horses.
I need to figure out how to get the town ran first before.
Oh,
I like your guild council idea.
I meant all of the guilds,
Oh,
and do they seem amenable to?
Make an insight check.
Alright.
Each one of them were very nice people, and
Mhm.
recognizing that you are the brother of the lord of the town, that you yourself may not carry much weight, they figured that you'd probably talk to your brother a fair bit and that he'd lend an
Have
ear to
the
your
ear.
opinion. And, yeah, they were very happy to help you and answer all your questions and explained their kind of day-to-day operations and the way that things work, and they answered all your questions to your satisfaction, and they seem like they're pretty responsible generally.
I would like to relay to Jandar, like, they might seem amenable to potentially setting up a council that replies to us, or like is slightly, not necessarily subservient to us, but will respect our rule of law, as we are the leading family. But they would want to meet him first. They would want to meet Jandar first, because
They don't particularly care.
oh,
They've been given
Well-
more power over the last 5 months than they ever had before. They're not looking to. They're not. Most of them. Well, your insight would tell you that the ones that seem more power hungry out of any are the mages, and that's for an entirely different reason. The rest seem very happy with the fact that they at
content
least
with the status quo.
more like pleasantly surprised that they've been elevated to the point where they have been, that they weren't expecting it, and they're grateful that they've got that and don't want to fuck it up.
Okay, I mean, I would relay that, I guess, as
Yeah.
as eloquently as Rylus would, and it would sound something like, they have power now, and they're kind of happy. So
So the guild
just don't
council idea might
take it
work.
from them.
What's about all the guilds? Are they
I-
all?
I met them all. I did the rounds. I got a really cool doll, and at this point in time, I'm gonna pull out the doll
I'm just gonna walk over and just.
and shove my arm into it.
Whoa.
You guys see he's fisting a doll of himself.
Pasco walks up and is just like, not cool, man.
I usually have to pay money for shows like this.
And I pull it out and just go, ah!
There's nothing
Rylus?
inside?
What was that?
I'm gonna think of, like, as I pull it out, I'm gonna think of the diagram of the construct that I have. It's just something in my inventory, and I'm just gonna
Okay.
like stick my hand in it and pull out the diagram. Just
Ooh.
like and then put it back in, and then close it, and then put the doll away.
When did you get all
Disgusting.
magical, Rylus?
I got a great deal. I paid someone 70 gold, and he gave me this doll of myself.
Lauren from the corner is gonna look at you and then insight check that. Damn it.
Lauren? Yeah, no, I mean, he definitely paid 70 gold.
Would I know that a bag of holding is worth more than 70 gold, or in your realm is it?
No,
70
you would know
gold?
that.
That's, yeah.
So you're saying the Mages Guild gave you that for 70 gold?
I mean, I feel like I drove a hard bargain with him. No, Aka was quite amenable. He was just trying to, I think, start the relationship on a good foot with the returning nobles.
Bribed. He was bribing you.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
Rylus, can you do your thing where you detect?
I pull out
the
my
force-
sword.
No, sorry, Jandar, wrong Marivaldi.
Put my sword away.
You do the thing.
Oh, the eye thing?
No, the thing where you read the forces with your body, and then tell us, is this bag of holding suspect? Did they maybe rig it to
They
explode?
plant it with something.
Did they
Oh,
plant it with us? Is it
We-
got a
Is there
sensor in it
a
that
bug of sorts?
they're spying on us?
I'm gonna use detect magic.
Enchantment.
It's,
See, look at
it's
that. I
an
didn't have to look it up. I was ready. Oh.
It's just a normal enchantment. I've seen worse. It didn't seem like that bomb thing that you made on that front door, if that's what you're meaning.
Yeah, no, not like that. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm curious about what other things. Did this mage guild have other things?
They had a ring. That wasn't a ring. It was like a toe ring from a big thing. They had a weapon. It was a halberd of some sort. I know weapons. Was a necklace, I believe, and I think that's it.
Well, maybe I'll get everyone together tomorrow. I'll talk to Hillard about this and get all the guild heads to meet us. And then we can talk about this guild council.
Would while that's happening, we should prep for the trip, right? Is there anything you need us to pick up?
I just want to hear about this mage guild, and maybe he can make me a action figure. I'm interested. I'm actually interested by it.
Either Discord
Aloran
froze or
and
Riley
Jin?
fell asleep. I don't know. Did he fall asleep or did it freeze? Oh, no, he's alive. He's awake. Okay.
Aloran and Jin and Desco, is there anything you guys wanted for the trip?
I sent my order in, so I should be getting a bill.
Oh, okay. He's
Actually,
good.
I didn't hit enter.
I got it now. Thanks.
Amazing.
I'll send it to you tonight. Don't worry.
I would say I would check the herbalists and the alchemists and see if they have any potions that make you feel better. Oh,
Hey.
Definitely hitting the herbalist before we leave.
Agreed.
Okay.
Probably.
I'm on
like
board with that as
3 or
well.
4 for each.
but other than that, I have nothing else.
Is
You
there
always
a
use more alcohol.
is there a family
Agreed.
discount? As I look over at Jandar.
I say
I mean, it's tax-free.
true, tax free.
Any discounts a good discount.
Yeah. Got nothing.
I love that. Yeah.
Normally, I don't go do the buying, so someone else does the buying. So I don't know how helpful that will be.
I usually
Maybe
send
just
Dillard-
fork over some money then.
Don't you? Do you have money?
Let's.
I'm pretty sure I signed over the house to you this morning.
No,
Take a loan on the house. I believe they call them mortgages. You'd get some good gold for this place. I mean, maybe not as good as, say, 6.5 months ago before it was the bread house.
The poison bread house.
Correct, brother, of course.
That killed people. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go for the night.
I as well. I will go and find a bed to sleep in the manor. See if my room is still there, if Hillard moved in.
Oh,
I
I
know
wonder what
you-
Erica's been doing the whole time.
And we'll find out what Erica's been doing next time. Or all this time next time we play, which might be next week. It might not. Most likely is. I know Bob won't be here, but we're going to see if we're going to meet up with him. Probably not on Monday. But that'd be pretty badass if we're like on the mountain streaming D&D. Anyway,
Hope you have some data.
yeah, no,
Lots of data.
don't. He can stream it. Fuck that shit. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. The link is in the description below. If you're watching this on Twitch, hit follow button so you can see when we go live every single week at 6 o'clock, roughly, till 10 o'clock, roughly, for D&D. And then, I don't know, throughout the week I sporadically stream some other shit. Currently playing PoE and Ghost Recon Wildlands, so, you know, there's that. Consider subscribing with Amazon Prime. It's free. Do it. Aside from that, we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.